ambassador, the ambassador of US, that is the Ghana ambassador to US, now tells us that Sedinam Tamaklo was arrested on the 7th of January. Now listen very carefully. But he reports to the people of Ghana on the 15th of January of the arrest.
Okay.
Hoping 9 days. Within that 9 days, an accomplice of Sedinam Tamaklo is arraigned before the Court of Appeal and granted an appeal bail pending appeal. What do you tell me? These are some of the circumstantial issues we look at it. Now the point is, whether it is Mr. Ofori-Atta or whether it is myself, Aaron, and I had served in the government, I need to account for it. But you see, you check the circumstances and you ask yourself, can this person be given a fair trial? On the matter of Ken Ofori-Atta, some of us have been so consistent that whether Ofori-Atta is in this country or not, the laws of the Republic, the Constitution 1992, grants the prosecutor or the prosecution the power to even proceed with the case in absentia of Ken Ofori-Atta. If there is no evidence of that sort or there is no example of that sort, Sedinam Tamaklo is an example. And so why do we wait and say that somebody is in the US and cannot come and such person cannot be arraigned? We're in this country and we told you that the special prosecutor is playing a dilly-dally type of politics with the Ken Ofori-Atta matter, because you file for Interpol red alert without even filing charges against the person. Certainly it will bounce off. It bounced off. The point is, should Ken Ofori-Atta come back to the country? For me, Aaron, I will agree that he should. But let us look at the circumstances within which the MPP appointees or appointees of the SWAL government has been treated. When you are leaving Governor Siama, when you are leaving Kessel Atoforsen, when you are leaving the Saglemi matter, when you are leaving all the NDC matters and be chasing Wontumi, and Wontumi has to sleep in cells for over a week, and you tell me that you are treating that person fairly. You give a bail condition of 800 million Ghana cedis, my brother. To be justified, though. To be justified. What are we looking for? There is a country we are building. Now, my brother says that Gabi is being known, was known in the former government as a prime minister. I'm sure he reads the constitution, he has the constitution. There is no portfolio of that sort. But if he is ascribing Gabi as a prime minister, the basic question everyone will ask is, how would he even ascribe Ibrahim Mahama? Ambassador, the ambassador of US, that is the Ghana ambassador to US, now tells us that Sedinam Tamaklo was arrested on the 7th of January. Now listen very carefully. But he reports to the people of Ghana on the 15th of January of the arrest.
Okay.
Hoping 9 days. Within that 9 days, an accomplice of Sedinam Tamaklo is arraigned before the Court of Appeal and granted an appeal bail pending appeal. What do you tell me? These are some of the circumstantial issues we look at it. Now the point is, whether it is Mr. Ofori-Atta or whether it is myself, Aaron, and I had served in the government, I need to account for it. But you see, you check the circumstances and you ask yourself, can this person be given a fair trial? On the matter of Ken Ofori-Atta, some of us have been so consistent that whether Ofori-Atta is in this country or not, the laws of the Republic, the Constitution 1992, grants the prosecutor or the prosecution the power to even proceed with the case in absentia of Ken Ofori-Atta. If there is no evidence of that sort or there is no example of that sort, Sedinam Tamaklo is an example. And so why do we wait and say that somebody is in the US and cannot come and such person cannot be arraigned? We're in this country and we told you that the special prosecutor is playing a dilly-dally type of politics with the Ken Ofori-Atta matter, because you file for Interpol red alert without even filing charges against the person. Certainly it will bounce off. It bounced off. The point is, should Ken Ofori-Atta come back to the country? For me, Aaron, I will agree that he should. But let us look at the circumstances within which the MPP appointees or appointees of the SWAL government has been treated. When you are leaving Governor Siama, when you are leaving Kessel Atoforsen, when you are leaving the Saglemi matter, when you are leaving all the NDC matters and be chasing Wontumi, and Wontumi has to sleep in cells for over a week, and you tell me that you are treating that person fairly. You give a bail condition of 800 million Ghana cedis, my brother. To be justified, though. To be justified.
They say, Adia Ghana for be brave, Nana Kufa be a foreign minister
for all the years and Nana Akufo-Addo served as foreign minister and Minister of Defense, he didn't take salary from government. He didn't take per diem. You won't get one person in NDC to say that. For the 8 years or 7 years, sir, Ken Ofori-Atta served as finance minister. He didn't take per diem. He didn't take salary. I'm telling you. Check it. Go and check. Ken Ofori-Atta was not on salary. Per diem, I so be too kind. Ken Ofori-Atta didn't take per diem from government. Unya one person in NDC, not even President Mahama. President Mahama, Edu baby, and Nana Akufo-Addo can say, "Oh man, you didn't say anything." I can say, you know, there was some argument.
Yes.
Nana Akufo-Addo, you can say, on Pebim. So Mahama come Akufo-Addo warning, so Nimno the Nisaka Nirisika. I'm telling you, that is how hungry these NDC people are. That is how evil they are. And almost soil, but I say Ghana, no, because of our level of ignorance, we celebrate criminals and we crucify noblemen. I want you to listen to it again. Say Ghana, because of the level of ignorance, no, we celebrate criminals and we persecute noblemen in Ghana. Like NDC wouldn't have the audacity to tarnish the image of Ken Ofori-Atta. I want you to know, say Ken Ofori-Atta, sa funeral homes here. Funeral home, one of them. Very aids for Ken Ofori-Atta.
Oh, can a funeral home, yeah, you don't know about 2 years.
Funeral homes, the biggest aid for Ken Ofori-Atta. And he didn't own it when he was in government. Data Bank, one of the best financial institutions in the whole of Africa, it has been rated the best financial institutions in Africa. It be or South Africa, it be or Nigeria, and Ghana. It belonged to Ken Ofori-Atta before we came into government. Ken Ofori-Atta has insurance companies. So this is a young man who has toiled with his own sweat and blood. You see Nisika the finance MPP party. Or Brian MPP opposition. It is such a person. Until say NDC4. Make a chair President Mahama. Any Ninuamu. Said my dreams so be good Ken Ofori-Atta and Nana Akufo-Addo. NDC4 no. Nana Akufo-Addo omo de Galamsey. Omo de Cathedral. Omo de Begu Nufi. Investigations have shown that not one city was missing. Omo Begu Sisila da Paunfi. Omo Beka say millions of Ghana cedis, $8 we only fee up to now. FBI for Bamu ye share. Na NDC4 officials omo ba abemo and so many ska. Me person me catch President Mahama say Nana Akufo-Addo 8 years of serve your Ghana no. One ton Ghana bauxite ama ni nua bia. Inso your man penyi bi wo no ma enko gi Ghana bauxite ni ama ni nua enye court na reverse na. Nana Akufo-Addo nua bia ni ho a when tua ne workers snake contribution anke betimi de na kojeo. Nana Akufo-Addo nua bia amfa ne company anko gi loan 380 million Ghana cedis ama merchant bank any UT bank engu. Nana Akufo-Addo nua bia ni wo yesa. Nana Akufo-Addo ba abem no wan beton black voter. The biggest mining concession money nua bia. Nana Akufo-Addo didn't do that. Sa Ajapade no Nana Akufo-Addo even this time around under 1 year mobile no precious mineral marketing, which are gold for reserve, gold for oil. These were the brainchild of Dr. Bawumia. And so what is his experience? It is because of chronic catastrophic project. What to say I don't go about that. Omoko fast soul aggregator bia ifenu Bawa. It really sa Bawa work. Yeah, investigation that who are the owners. Someone will relate President Mahama. I'm telling you, Bawa, go and investigate and find out if they don't relate. They have no relation. Me say, go and find out. In Ghana, no, because of our level of ignorance, we don't read. The mafians will continue to loot. They are the ones that we praise in public. And those who, out of their own volition, me say Nana Akufo-Addo never. He was not on salary.
Away. Wako twa base edi akoguma me wanyame aba wako twa de egu me wanyame nyame wanya no ankasa ho
delegate for nyame betua buko ba ya de ya diabetes ba chichemo bana papa delegate for nyomu nyino ye de enuan mo koto yo Yeah, TVS pan, you want nipan, you want impan. Northern region, the 100% too. When I see a mobile union to me, come out to me, I mean, now cook, you know.
But dollar call from more than 1 year ni abana beto electricity so watu insu so onu yankasa insurance watum onu yankasa roadways watum uko register car watum divela tom charges in them yentime hu se dollar no se ne man enkana na gearbox a omampanyin na na do mre so ne yaton aya vet gearbox ne yaton 4,000 ene ukoto abeton 6,500 sprinter alternator near 700 and now got about 1,000. See, I can't be brave. But dollar.
I computed 240 million as a percentage of 10 billion, and I had 2.14%. Okay, so in terms of, in relative terms, you make a loss of 214 million, and you gain 10 billion. That's what has happened. I am not saying that the loss is not significant. So going forward, the idea, the strategy is that Bank of Ghana is going to separate itself from Gold Board. Gold Board is going to act on its own. Yeah, and it means that government will have to provide it with some kind of funding, initial funding, and Bank of Ghana will not be doing that anymore. So that Gold Board will be capable of buying the gold from the miners, taking it out to refine it, and then Bank of Ghana can go to Gold Board and buy the refined goods, so that we can avoid. I computed 240 million as a percentage of 10 billion, and I had 2.14%. Okay, so in terms of, in relative terms, you make a loss of 214 million.
For Adolfo, Memamuni Najo, Memamuaha, Edeba, and the edition of Political Zone program. So, Mesre say, Oba, now I adoye, na washe page, Eddie Amaye. And then first day, UTA, and I say, oh, find the page, yeah. Your best say, Oba like Eddie Amaye. Na wa subscribe YouTube Mr. Mo na YouTube no so ntumi ya den and grow TikTok, so we are still hoping say you better reach certain levels and unti TikTok for some continue na more like my Facebook ni YouTube. This is the only thing I played of you. Ubeja comment app na me using it say uja comment na say oh sheme na o tap so keka me hu mesra I just say uja comment na me hu hwan ne hwan a ehwe na metumi ama wakwa abasronko na shout out na face so o bibi kaso na otra metumi ayeden ehu na makan ama se wo ta akiri wa na wo se wo hwe me de a wo beta akiri wa hwe me a mintumi nya ibi enti mesra mo momomoden na mundi se adwuma no emfa ma me mawie ne saa no na me start TikTok for na me almost starting usually you start to a TikTok one about Mame Flores me that say Abraham Kwabla you also had Joe Body Gabriel Duku Fiji user 81 also joining Moenbio Maybe Alexander also Honorable Alexander Lionel also congratulations to you, my brother. You did a fantastic job for DMB. Thank you so much for seeing my hard work. God bless us all. We got what we want. Now let's get down to business and work hard. Because I feel Ejumana started. Samuel Japan 6, may I say, Okai Florence, thank you for sharing the page. Epejahine kwa. Epejahine also mema wakwa. But Dante is mini at saying, who hache, may I say, Mrs. Star, ACS or no Ankasa so. I'm a gift, me that say crypto cash out. Who watch up? I hope so. Yeah, Kando good. What's me that say? Enya Jotefe, me that say. Nana me that say. So I joining. Big wins. You join through a share. Me that say. Agnes Jesse. My man. Okay. Hello, my brother Felix Apello. Siesta. Hello. When be. Target, mini target, me that says my boss is saying, me that say, when be original lady, also the gift about Yamin Shroud. Now, when be not joining, TikTok, man, it is possible. Okay, also I be share with Yamin Shroud. It is possible, so I be share. Sylvia, this is Sylvia, so I be share. Jimmy. Jimmy says, congratulations to you, my brother, for your hard job for Dr. Baumia. Thank you so much. Hey, and then I just say, I'm confirmed with my boy Juma Pound. Cranker, big up yourself. Why? This is we are here. Don't worry. Me that say, name it. Or say hi. Hi, name it. Me that say, I was waiting my mommy. Hi, why? I'm in call YouTube and Facebook for so young form so much shout out. Na young call. Gazi or say, hey, wait there, Mindru ho. Or say spokesperson, never. I mentioned here. Or say spokesperson for DMB 2028, Felix Apia. Allah, our TikTok and Facebook, they're definitely. You better bomusa, Z Bamba. Z Bamba, I hope you are happy. Dr. Baumia won. It is a beautiful thing. We thank God. Okay. YouTube and Facebook for most of shout out. As usual, Ophelia Sare made us say, also greeting, Brother Felix and everyone. Nashaw so say, good morning, Felix and everyone. Patient Damson, and also say, hi, Felix. Kwabena Kuma, Michian so. So far, these are the PA. We are sure said these are the only people watching. There be you. Pacho and Kai no more far more comments and brawai. We say or some more that no face. I need no champion one. Yanko yanim sa pepe sa na ma a system na heated right. Sa ni a pen no more than any sa my you etiefo am say yes we do yankon say bura if you feel now na ewi ase so say you two for na wenti a woko antiade the TN say Ghana for I believe said they are echo sway and June July I feel we there na obi ehun smoothness level kwata Danny den na ya na nye nu dwa na me dwa o nanso ya na ye me de se ensem ni bi wo ha ye kan nanso na ye de tag bi ato ye so se yakodi ska wo MPP ho na ye MPP adwumenti de aye ka no muntie ye tena o man mu aban a entumi entue teacher for ka utie etumi eye campaign kire teacher for say ono entue a oka no embum edwene wo teacher ni no wodache ho better than the obaye on the oka enti pamode a wabetu a oka no na fa ono a wentumi entu a oka fabra when you regular street people teacher ni one wa mo kira de teacher ni mapa a o kira de a eno na o kira doctor de yetumi ka tu ni tirimu say aban na obaye na wentumi ama wo teacher ni talk amfa nchoro no oya aban papa eche aban oba ya o se chalk no enye enti use marker and whiteboard na fa kira de hold on mama meba sorry if I chop me Jojo ne din ko bi back door fanchebe now ebio yewo abanya obaye wo ye graduate na ukobisa na adwuma o se onye magician na wa ma wa adwuma ana o discuss obotom na wakosua ade wo university awie no dia ubetumi de aye ne se ode beko papai abo watwitwa sere na wakoton na wo de anyiska wo de be didi bi ahwe ho school ye convincing ye say sa aban ni mo ye papa echen aban a ono ba ye no even though say we need experience, even though say we are graduates what if you are unye adwuma no o say moma ye nina ye nhia enipa 100,000 ewo Independence Square na ye create bibia ye friend NAPCO Nation Builders Corps madwuma ne say ewo mu say bio government payroll so ayema nanso ye create another vehicle ye betumi achecha mu de mu agu adwuma so na se we certificate holder yama 700 Ghana cedis na we degree holder yama 1,002 Ghana cedis bosumi bia eno kra ye say ye no na party na ono antumi ama wo graduate adwuma o se kochicha sere so omo dada mo eno nyame to nsuo pa ye wo ho na one day na ekufu ado ne ba omi nya na ye omo se da bia na ye kofe di 100,000 adwuma na ye create NAPCO mobile Independence Square ho ne ye mbisa se we ye sebe NDC ni ana MPP ni and ye start say ye chamu de mugu adwuma so yetumi ekama ne to Ghana ni a ye graduate asum say 700 na do de ma no wasisi oya ban bone 1,002 no de ma was a degree holder no or that o ye nipa bone na do ne na ban omo ye wicked enunti pamomo na ye ba ye be recruit non stop ye be ye 24-hour economy ye be ye women bank ye be ye construction ye be ye say sika beba na ampa NAPCO ni asebi na odidi ne maame abosuom NAPCO ni ane papa ne maame aton ye japade ekoko edena ko university sanka ye be wi abaye adwuma no so amaye bi ye tumi aboa no ma enne ono no tumi nya 700 na se sa time no utu ebia rent ye fa de se wo single room bi na so 250 a month kora na at the end of the day you will still have at least 400 with Ghana cedis na ubetumi de adane dane ho as at that time I did NAPCO buy Sami Jemfi Margaret Medasi baby girl now we poppy we no so saying Sami Jemfi etumi betena Asempa FM ferry ni nanim NDC ba ye tamwana Graduate Unemployed Association fui tama no mo pay adwuma no anka NDC for ka kire omo say oh monko ye den monko prapre dwam ne yebema mo 100 Ghana every month ya me did this anka some of the graduates no ebekwa akoye because no matter if you they were what they were tired Sami Jemfina went to me ama one prapre street so now 100 Ghana no it me that wo graduate say 700 na year ma no ye papa enti to aba fitia and away MPP Abaya baby to 5 years to 6 years. That's how NABCO was running. That's how long it ran. You know what is funny? NABCO was only supposed to be, is it a year or no? It was initially 2 years. And the 2 years in Ebesono, SSC a trap program no more. Ye trap program no more and Crawford baby the Hobekenti Nanado again. Oh, Nanado again. Ask Kenufuriata. Na say, hey, what trust idea we more? One more NABCO so na dey no mo beye. As a finance minister, because we have to maintain this NABCO. Into NABCO, now it was just supposed to be for 2 years. And after you're extending it to 3 years. After 3 years, you're more say for review, no. Nanado science said, NABCO no own to me to us, and that is how we entered into 2021 with NABCO. NABCO was supposed to end 2019-2020. But Abaya newa badaye Edeman Mbebunu. Emma finance minister Furiata so po on po. Eko pay sika. Se offer 100,000 for now. Now see emfani say. Se na do tuya every NABCO person 700 Ghana kra. For 1 month biano. Just for NABCO alone. Esa government na have 7 billion Ghana cedis. 7 billion every month. Chale ye tirimu edi Ghana for one. Enya ne edi eni akoshe politics na me MPP ni na me NDC ni, but Ghanaians are wicked. Ye tirimu odene ye mu onyono. Ejuma na nado ne ba umi abeye ye enye ejuma ketwa o. One say ndem ko fa Interpol just the wonderful we buy. So de omo ye wo. Omo dane wonder ye hu dia ye. Amembu enda from South Ghana for. Amembu enye the price of cement in Kwao. Amembu enye the price of Dokunon Kwao. Amembu enye the price of Akwedu. Is different ball game altogether. Me say offer one more na omoye NABCO yeti omo 700 a month na. Echrese na nado aban. Apart from all state agencies so tu omo kano. NABCO 100,000 or the account say no be 700 at least every month be nanadu nya 7 billion Ghana cedis just for NABCO. Yeah, NABCO for 6 years. 6 times 20 and then 12. Me boy, say 6 times 12 yeah. Na calculate 7 billion times some months no. Let's just do the math. But your math for I want to wake up our minds today. More. We bet to me no. Facebook, YouTube, anybody gonna help me? TikTok, we be my calculation we are now. The part of our calculator anyway, any idea to be. NABCO ran for 6 years, okay? 6 years no. Now every month be buying it to ya 7 billion cedis every month. And until 72 meboa. So that is 72 months. Is it true? 6 debut. 6 years. Okay, so 12, 20, 24, 18. Yeah, I think you are right. 72. Meboa. Okay. Inti, what the young fan say is even 70 months. Young fan is 70 months. Let's just use 70 months times 7 billion Ghana cedis. Inti for 6 years no na ese na do 2 years ka 500 and then 4 trillion. 504 trillion Ghana cedis. Now we are end this near babies as the kind of way. Yeah, na yenton shiu. Tell me some mama ye diabro. Now we all gonna feel it. What they are making Sa otan hunu ne aburo bi a by force ye pese ye ba power bi a ye ma NDC for that and ye no mobile you mu. Me say for NABCO for 6 years now ye no we spent 504 trillion we see this. Something NDC didn't do for you. Nurses training allowance. Teachers training allowance. Mokra de na masem o mogba man tell me say nurse ni bia na wo 2013 14 15 na do ne befa wadwuma ma wadwuma se woto abetia na anytime a obeju pay bia ma ne hye onyame masa pay ne hye onye ni papa utiri mo den se we ye teacher ni na wuti fie 2013 14 15 na to 17 na do ne befa wadwuma mitu a wo ka wanne wo kada na utumi ko san lie because said okono boa ye den ni amemu aye den kakra nti abai no sacrifice ma won no na otu a wo ka still utumi ko san lie to abetia na anytime a wo beji wo pay bia no nyame ma ne nhye you don't deserve that money enye mitrimu na eden eye no kre na me pese meka ya soso niam bi so organ ma say ya nhwe yi a politicians the tabaye yen de bia politicians ombe yes ade bia ade na make asa eye den mama yan fa nyansa nto ho kakra. Let's apply some knowledge and sense, some wisdom to this. A government couldn't pay you your allowances. Not only that, when you have managed to complete your training as a teacher or as a nurse, the government says they have no recruitment for you. So they don't recruit you. So not only didn't they pay your training allowances to recruit you so that wherever you borrowed money from to go to school, wherever you borrowed money from to move forward, you can find a way to go and fix it. The government says he cannot employ you, and he did not employ you. Please, this thing I'm talking about, I believe for those of you, Utie, nyansa bi wo mutiri so a munim dia mekan die. Mone me ya adwene. Say from 2013 to 2017, NDC aban amfa teachers. Oma amfa nurses are no more school. We enyame na meka mo amu documents. And the source is IMF deal Amokoji in the 2015. That is not propaganda. That is facts. You cannot come and stand here and call that a propaganda. That is fact. Teachers who had taught for 3 years, some 1 year and whatsoever, there was a policy called 3-month pay policy. That is not Jandam. That is not propaganda. That is NDC's own document submitted to Parliament. How is that propaganda? Ghana for mama yan kakra. Why name himself Mohammed to a teacher for from 2013 to 2017? Why name him say when to a teacher for? Why ne what Ghana also you name? Sanya politics, Jimmy politics na ya. Why name him? Why name him say Mahama one fair teacher for no real school? One fair nurse for no real school from 2013 to 2016. Why name him we ye Jandam? Ne Jandam and the same. One kasa within ye. Ye bo within Kwame Danso, within the Kwame Danso. Was a young people in the Kentino or Bois within the Kwame Danso. Killer, and on your politics. They be a mechatcher, Mossad, and in your politics. If you people think that is how we do politics, then in Jimmy. Nay, Jimmy. And a omen yaquine, Utie. Ometia press for car. And Umuchatro. ena de bia wo mo anka so mu statement den you say be expose wom na nne no ho adwuma kakra ena me pese me ye no wa ha eno ho adwuma kakra ena me pese me ye no wa ha wa join me a tap screen no so share, invite somebody to invite somebody to invite somebody. Now let's start exposing these wicked men born by evil thoughts, exhibited by demonic instinct, and pushed by demonic process. The National Democratic Congress, a very demonic party. They don't have no conscience for Ghana. I'm being fair and honest here. So what share how omoto to omoniama? What share how NDC for your omoniama? Omodi ene biala o. Obe kani bi achre o yo be be di watem. We di watem of say wa ye bibiama. Enembre we di atem ane you be ya. Enembre si di watem na ya na wan kasa no onye strong. Adena make us. Let me start with this graph. I'll even start with this graph, not to even make any a. Me pa try na ye ka say NDC for say dollar abafom, okay? Fuel abafom, niama bo abafom, bibi abo abafom, pa chomo try de mame. Graph here me dey gusui. A cost of living index. Cost of rent index. Dollar abafom. Then CD one everything is looking proper for Ghana. Me pacho wonyansen enya politically wonyansen okay, in terms of thinking smart and thinking sensibly. Let us look at something. If there is money in the system, if the dollar is down, if prices of goods and services are down, why is rent and living costs higher or rising? Okay. Ghana politics need the chala no issue. The way Ghana for your politics, no, I know papa, because it's like you cannot get nothing sensible through them. Okay, me I try there, mame. What they find say me MPP ni no problem, okay? Me MPP ni and yet about they try there. In 2022, Baomi Akruya Okofa gold for oil at the buy. As at the time or the gold for oil ne buy, okay? Mr. Muntini, we so record wo we record wo bit me a check it, Mr. Remo. Now your tone diesel 26.25 cedis per the liter. Petrol 18 to 19 per the liter 2022. Okay. Ebra yenyade gold for oil ne buy no again. Go and check from November 2022 all the way to May 2024. Petrol boy eba from 18, 19, diesel now 26, 23 no eba from a petrol check it men case media thrower. Mamon yes sir. Some yes sir, we are not doing ourselves no good. See the BBI bedane politics now said you as someone a home in a swo a home document wo a home troye wo yes see a MPP in neck and TND yankwa dad and Crawford said their boy nekano or boy and tra. You are not hurting me. We are all hurting our nation. We are hurting ourselves. And the mobile power small with the tomo. You can't govern. NDC cannot govern. And we told Ghanaians, your party ampa omunim how to sell and no cre NDC ni muton omunim say kwanya ya faso ye be sewo ye be tetew na obia mpe wasem ye be ma wo ho aye tantantan. They are fantastic, they are lovely. Sebani say yempe kwanya ye di be win election. No, I don't think there is any political party that knows how to win an election than the NDC. No crack. My only problem with NDC is they cannot govern. Almost governance. I say they think governance is all about they are menya say me gather niama kakra name bomuno na unim. Funny enough, or no we are there no. Or two and here we are no a pie crown for. Mentias here. 1 year ni. And before this go, one year then I'll cut to Yemfa will be antum, and until the Abay say, Yabay media prosecution. Yabay media prosecution. Yemfan common media for ya homo pay be a dear way. No one kikaki can sem, then say Cecilia da Paho. Eko show bi trim se Cecilia da pa ya kronfo kra na at the end of the day no eko ba se Cecilia da pa anya kronfo a at least here they ya say ni din awie and fire ho. Is that not what happened with Cecilia da pa? Also we are Ghana ni na we are honest here. Shouldn't you be asking yourself what has happened with Cecilia da pa? And also I mean a mutual trana. Edia na OSP anka. We wieska eza na no oka. The same OSP after involving FBI near Dini na ebe catcher say Cecilia da Penwies kebia yen so sebio ne oko catcher bi say Cecilia da Penwies ka obeka so ndindi. And now make us say chema untumi. How many months in here we sebi omo be che no. First almost start say what then enye galamsey. And actually ekowie eye papers bi a woni. I feel from the papers, no bullets be near to be near against say and ya. Oh, I feel there's idea on Conombra next week. As someone you claim you have all your evidence. It's not there. And let me tell you something. The only reason they are holding wound to me, okay, is because ora no ayadeng atonsium. That $21 billion now. Okuja to se proyena na nimu tan sebe obi abosomo apono no. Utie. Obe jina aka 21 billion no. Womo hu se womu nya. So let us just hold somebody so will be a discussion and say, oh, we are investigating, we are okay, it's no court, case no court. And this is for case and Kachema won't to me, does he even stand a chance? Okay, I rush a fast track crowd and not to mudada. Just so they can end up even. I feel they from Galamsey, no one, and man discuss on your contract. Wouldn't me and your contract, no, wouldn't me and your contract, no, one more can simply. And you mean American, what is happening in the court is what is happening. They started with Galamsey, came to weapons, came to a place it's not supposed to mine. Came to one. I feel they finally grace. Yeah, went to me. I got the Exim Bank for but politics in tea. Ghana ni anajuni ye juma. Or say or pese or time will be or time won't to mintino. Even though say or no ankasa na juni muno, the Ankrofwe can a trek no more dada Ghana for. Then so let me go there and make it look like, oh yeah, I mean there's something going on. And they are paying for it. Utie, they are paying for it. I told you people, say, for every lie NDC told, they are going to pay dearly. You know, say right now, little by little, goodwill, no, Eguso Ayebeko. Cecilia da pa, obi awa bonne bra, ma send life. Ma tona me media as saying life. Mostate kenu furiata. Edia no mokaye. Ome discover cathedral. Aye shka cathedral. Cathedral sanya mo furiata. Achabu. And I sabi, onwe kotu, amona kakraka, adani swimming pool, where di esika o, can operate di esika, cathedra. Make us say na se proye, ukuje to tantanya burakwa. Se proya burakwa tantain, enimu tantain. Aburakwa bele. Aburakwa kakawure, ne se asekro. Aburakwa tintinto, kromfuo jimifuo. Aburakwa beifuo. The cathedral is my baby. The cathedral is my baby. Omoba abemu. 2 audits. President Mahama Bayo CEO. Sika yade call cathedral ni huni nano. It was properly spent. And so ye din kaya cash regan ni akolebi a oti usu. Akolebi oti asantime mu se. Kenu fori atanoma kotu amona de ewieska. Ewieska. Ye de ne cathedral. Ye hu de ye you. No almost on be second audit. Yeah, second audit. You know, so Attorney General say, right now the case you are pursuing, it has nothing to do with the cathedral. The cathedral was good. However, there's a new development called SML. I heard me who say NDC. Mumu name one. Mr. Ghana for the SAR party need diagro. Ghana for the NDC diagro. Now, naturally, no. One more woman be pre not general forming. They don't even know when they make a stupid decision. They don't. They don't know what they are fed. Sadly for the MPP for your problems and whatsoever. But okay, some train MPP near. Or be who to at least or be who research kakra. NDC, you know, Mahama so be uncle dini mame. Aha, Italy Mahama so be uncle dini mame. It's your betches kind. Eddie kujinana mame so ma rohuna me no wonder. Because Mahama says, "I know that is so because the party has commanded them say, Ubiana na mame koda." Inti emfa say a abomination. Emfa say ye chiwade. Emfa say ye emfa ni musio. So long as Mahama any NDC party ni say ye ne mame no koda no, ne mame ro no no nenda. That is all they think about. And I'm being honest. Sometimes my words might sound harsh, they might sound sarcastic, but it is true. Per their behavior, per how they move, it is true. It is true. Because president not to Obama and I can't try to say, cathedral, no, there was no money that went anyway. The Attorney General, I don't know, say, Bani Gidia. Or Bekwakoye den, or Bekwako Jinema can assembly say, cathedral no problem be anyone. Yama Felix of Ochukwache, Sikaso on Fanya Jumentino, or no so the Ame media force among Salam, even though say, no crana bede de say cathedral and Skebi and Yerano, Salamon Canton Crawford, Trimus and Crawford made this because it is one of the things we campaigned on. And Untin Jacobina, as a journalist, or say on IMF ne World Bank figures in the name boom or trosso Abbas Nuruddin. Abbas Nuruddin or your NDC near no your former communicator say Oma Pebebi Amanashinti or no starting she suit. Into a Jacobin a whole media guy or the Abbas Nuruddin di on IMF figures in the on World Bank figures in the. That is why I said it is a cursed and your party be a home. I don't know. Once you join, naturally, your mentality, your everything changes for the worse. Because it does not make sense. Maybe say it does not make sense to me. Those of you sharing and reposting, God bless you. Let us push this movement and let Ghanaians know the truth. We are getting tired of the nonsense. We are getting tired of the lies. I always keep telling my NDC people, say, are you okay to love your party? But said your party baby, I'll be generation or do be some no seal, no who classy you could seal. Because I want somebody to tell me this. Make me see where it will not mix. And however, it makes sense to the NDC people. For some reason, it makes sense to them. Those of you watching on YouTube, okay, you say dollar bafo. In implication, no. Bibi te se fango, petrol, any idea ye de dollar and a crano. Naturally, no. So swan pass about for more. As I say about from because see this dodo ananka ube here. Edi ato dollar no about from. Sa ne patch de. Sa about from dia ne ne me to ade na ne bo ne be ye den ebe ba from. Inflation about from chere say yen to niam mu bio. Rate a ye de to niam mu no abrase. Ene niam yen tum Enyama boa bafom. Sana inflation ne pachere. Inti se wusika ejina brane. Wu inflation ejina brane. In any sensible economy, in any real world, in any seriously managed country, Niyama and Crawford use de tna de boa brano. As I said, ne boa bafom. And this is for the end into sao. Me see me who be that a reverse growth. Dollar back for inflation, back from one, back from then so can cost. This is not politics. Maybe I can was some papa no generation, maybe I can was some kwache. Or come on mother NDC by power home penny for much that a car umutri who you mo. Ebe tnet na radio so didi edidi atro edida da Ghana for ka ho ntram de na to na meba twa social cost of living na in the year 2021 cost of living eso ya den echo a year 70, okay. 2022 cost of living from 70 started say eba from kakra. 2023 about 26. 2024 about 26.0. 2025 dollar about from farm go no one in about from living cost no air cost rather 30.6. Okay. Yanko cost of rent. Cost of rent. A dying car. Now, funny enough, Omo kasa dia, Omo nkase ya te dying car so. What is the end is need because hey, Omo te car he said we dying car so. That's why I tell you those people they are not serious. Ghana for a serious voters are NDC should be the last person to ever get your vote. I'm being serious. Ghana for a serious power. NDC should be the last person to get your vote. Imam Ensa, big up yourself. Cost of living. Cost of living. Air cost. Even though according to you, dollar abba form. Tieni you. Dollar abba form. I'm expecting things I'm used to I the dollar to emra form. Enunti. Mean to me nkoka say enye amonko a na de dollar kra ana meboa fango ye de dollar na enye wanwa first no na ekufu ado time no dollar na ye very high but na me rent wo from na say me to one bedroom mu a name it you am say 500 a month. Ekufu ado time no. Dollar no cost do dollar no cost do dollar no cost do. Name it you then it you 500. And the dollar number form Say the dollar needed the dollar no low, yo. Put your rent saying me to your 1,000 within a year. Put your 1,000 for the same 1 bedroom. Also, we end this in India by papa. There be that is not politics. That means that you just wanted to as a the personal vendetta and the kotuaba. One fenyan sound kotuaba. If I just what I say. One fenyan sound kotuaba because kotuaba said the beya was sitting in bed ebeye mere. I didn't say it was sitting na to abapa. Inti say Oshe was sitting in kotuaba pa. Na sa time you know to your rent 500. Then they would to 1,000 within 1 year. Now we catch them say time one would to 500 no money was bad. But now would to 1,000 is good. Away and yet politics be na me nyamina when yamina uguru me. And yamina when yamina anime ye NDC and people what doing in any juma. Eh what doing na. And I'm patro the American and answer vote immediate. I tell them man patro mo the American emudao. Bibi to say iron rods, metals, get the dollar nekra. Me boa. Me pacho. Ya $10 so ana. Sorry, away iron rods no. Me pacho mo am Ghana and the iron rods ya. Oh, me pacho obi mo ame. Target, mo na mo Ghana. Me say mo am Ghana. Pacho and packets of iron rods na ya. Oh, obi muame yo. Oh yes, good afford they are going to cry very soon. What do you mean by? Oh, obi anto iron rods na saying. Oh, men crop way. Obi and sit down. YouTube for. And I other mo person me anga some search my dia. A packet of iron rods and the air saying. $80 ba form. Nanso me mine mu no. Eniama na ye de dollar ne to na esesa nke ba form na mesuminya ho mfaso no de ye nte so. Nti dollar na ba form no. Me a me ye kromani na na se me ti o mine mu a ebia me so me si me dan. Me ye real estate developer. Dollar na ba form no me de na Emwa bene de breme. Dollar ba form. Ede na ya teswa. Oh, che o ma tete ne ma to odwom. O ma tete ne ma so odwom yo mate. Me pa cho ede na ya tese odwom emo. You see where their mindset is? When Baumia, when Dr. Baumia is thinking about digitizing our economy, so that all the loopholes can be blocked. Yen digitizing the economy, no. Not all the loop. Okay, good. Me patro the same thing for me. Why? A ton is 8,900 now. Minimum say ye free abem no na 7,000 ho baby me boa. I na 7,000 we say quarter say na iron rods no e for 8,900, so almost 9,000 per socket. Until the dollar nekra, okay, just to conclude on the iron rod issue. Yeah, the dollar nekra ba. Time and dollar no high no. Na the price no form. And na dollar na ba low no. At the end the price no cost so. Nyansa ben ne wo we. Yeah, can we am person the politics. Seriously. Mo person the we politics. Cement boy is saying. Aboba trip saying spare parts board saying ne. Say no must time na 10 cedi. You are pegging a 10 cedi. Inti esesanka sikanka midi meniama ne meniama sa lie no e ba form. Say e ba form dia na ade na me beton na se mete price na so. Almost more 5 kilos is almost 4.2 kilo, and the price has been reduced. Instead of 5 kilos, almost 4.2 kilos, and the amount at cheap price now the am sign to your crown is a man be we ensign confirm mommy. The mona almost your matisono and yes Cindy rice ne they are a sebi they are no aroma rice and no more the omonti zoo. Aroma rice near the end of the only and so you see a free be joker rice who say joker rice. And no any artiso. And a papa penny ebe can be visa. Now you see fuel is cheap, good. I thank God for this. As J, yati fuel so. I'm a driver no. And hunti, I expect to say petroleum product so bad ebete. Ena seka petrol sa Jacobel rice you. Ena seka petrol. Na people think said the edigu ke munkwame pacho there be their petroleum product Vaseline. Vaseline ya you see a petroleum product. Ya woniama bibra ya de service ya de petroleum na ye. Nti bisa ho say Vaseline container ketwa no. They say we be no. Me no na me desra. Vaseline to say we be no, right? We na me desra. We mame. Vaseline we last year now we turn the same. And now $30 and so no turn the same. Back to petrol. Yate petrol so. And then from Ofanko to Circle from Kaneshi to Bubuashi as for you, I know you are not serious. For your information, Ato Forson said they are going to borrow 22 million so that they can support feeding, so that they can use to buy food. It happened in 24. Sa NDC for no. You people shouldn't take them so almost some of your political party there be. That is the mistake MPP makes. Imagine Yejuma. Me cannot crepa and actually Ghana for. Or say we are not borrowing. Or no onim say the government is competing with businessmen for loans from banks. Onim. Loan na yesanka wa we businessman who to me call bank and the government is borrowing from the local market. And on their bill will borrow over 300 million dada. 300 million will borrow over 300 million dada from the world market. And now to force and I say I be catch say almost say I could borrow 22 million. Me pato eno so me boana. Nti say obetina o catch me say NDC is not borrowing na. Na den na o patch. One kasa dwene ho. They say you can't train and say when we are not borrowing tino. Hello, Helen. Yeah, Bacho Bibi Aboko. Voice will trick. Okay. Okay, no problem. It's like I don't know what their mindset is. Ose ya Petro so you yet a car price is on spare parts is on fair nanka would be call from Circle to Newtown no so no and also no esonte intina petrol na eba form no asase di emfaso be na unya wo ho Chaleba mama ye who too cheap for these politicians. It becomes too annoying at a point. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, to me, yes, I deal with all the time the same way we like to do it. Yeah, Petro so yeah, to akọ join and now me know what I say. There's a transportation crisis. Now me say enemy tie Fantana mame. And I who say, oh, Mahama won't no, he will not succeed. Emfa say squad we are no person or do ruling the mind there. Papa no, he doesn't have the IQ to select. Theologic be a transport minister, a deputy transport minister, e catcher Ghana for. Yes, same crofo nya car and fanko. na yatete petrol so ne ade. Why is it there? Or say, oh, say o man ni mo ayede. E say Ghana for ho atomo. Enu nti ama omo we kura ni na. Omo abakru kesi mu. Ebe bobra. Enu nti na oh God. You're right, uncle. Mokai hana bisi. Yeah, the drone be twitwa ma ho. And funny enough, they talk so confidently. Just say, "Omo kasa se woman ni muama." This is a deputy transport minister. Yes, madam. I think so. Oh.
Social media. It's say
Sorry.
Politics say
Aha! Because I don't know.
Intelligent young women.
Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! That's until the aircraft when I see you. Just say she don't know the ministry now. There is a transport system affected petrol. We expect and say anka congestion shouldn't be the case because I don't know contemporary. Now when ya Sebion previous a deputy minister Abeka Chira will say at the Kudintia there is transportation problem walk Accra and say. Now funny enough, Kumasi so ebi all our big cities are failing this transportation issue. Accra and Jinamo, but all the other places no the other day minimum bush and forecast our Accra day. When we or pekade aba asake onya ka mfa ma omo kon e wo ka ho all the way in Takrade o na minister ebegina ka kire say Ghana ye de Ghana ye mo kai de ya we o shempre ko wigi oh obey your friend say obey your no nabusuafo make sense that they be omo ti radio so omo make sense that Nana ya jantoa. Onu subro nyan kromo aye din ne ye hu di aye kan o si o sika ba mo bi akonu kromo akodi ayi obi akonu kromo akodi bronya ne next 1 month ba ya afi sika na aba omuko omukro omukodi bronya no afi de bi o se de sika na ba mo ni na afire kura ho aba city na me pa cho wo Ghana ni wo mo ewe kura no edi enti na ya omoba city to come and hustle. And unti se ni amemu ye wo Ghana fa bia. Why would I even travel to go to the city to go and sleep on benches, to go and choke up? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but funny enough, they have the media to carry it. And the media are not even ashamed. Say, I didn't make a track to me page so they inquire assembly and so oh mama is casa and tron to just say make a track. Anybody, and I'll make this statement emphatically, who thinks that John Mahama Memua Ubunine better than what Nanado here and not doing Ejuma, or you full of hate? Unipano, Onyanyanseni, or time and or the nam. Remember, just 3 categories, okay? Obia or Jenny say, Nana Addo Amemwo was bad. But this John Mahama Amemwo settings we moya papano. Not only say onimunyansa, and only the fact onimunyansa, but unhume tinimuno, and young papa. Mamin training yansa. User 3671. Tienyansa. Nana Addo wohono. Na dollar wo high. As no to me to edge my forecast. John Mahama bayi dollar below, but on to me to edge my forecast. What badam and your politics? When guys uncle see Jimmy, you know. I don't say your politics. At the end, no. Now, dollar swati. Ya tell all the face so there be on to lolly fame. How? The dollar was 4 cedi during Mohammed's time. He couldn't pay workers. Nana Addo came, the dollar was 25 cedis. He paid all workers, gave them cola, gave them extra. That means you are incompetent and stupid and should be smacked from the presidency. While the dollar was high, no teachers are buying a bebo cano. Nana Addo was able to give 3,100 away Ghana cedis for the cocoa farmer. And the dollar number form. Dollar number form no. Cocoa farmer ne dia kakra when you dia brewe to yanaka kra untumin to yanaka. Then how? You think that is politics? No wonder they will present you with people like Kennedy Japan to come and run. Alan Tremantin them. Yeah, they check that on the back to come and take your power because they won't imagine in Yejuma. Nyansen nim. Yamo no enya politics enya NDC nina wenya MPP nina o miano and MPP nina wenya NDC ni there be a Jimmy NDC a political party. Miami MPP a political party. And they will be able to master style and say on can or beka MPP de Oko fresh Sami Demfis on beka or beka NDC de Nanso minu mi enu na ya asase no ye na sese ye me adwene adwuma say they are ellen ne Sami Demfi ka no emu dia ho na nyina so ho emu dia he na eboa me. That is how you are able to choose who is your leader and who should be your government. Munja ye ho na ya ye ni too cheap for politicians na time. The dollar was high. We were able to pay our workers. We were not seeing demonstrations of pay us our money. It was rather we want better condition of service. They want better condition of service. That's what they were asking for. This is logic. The better government comes to power. Abain papa ni moba ye no. Tio. Abain no ye papa ni moba ye no. Wo pay keke. O salary nanka so enya de ode che wo. Enya wa advance you. Enya wa allowance you. Dia wa you say what some when you fifre. Edi enya no yesi ye ntua oka. O se abain papa ba. Wa bodam papa. Wa na kire o sa. Sa or time politics no one said so long as MPP is in opposition, I'm like you don't even care even if they kill you. Well, I made the same MPP opposition. Internal pami sorry, mean didi and I said nkwala no kra be fia menim di omubedi. Nanso eyezu eheza. Mahama wa mi o. Kwa chufu su wa mi. Mene Alhaji Bi Kasa from the north. Na sisama say you call election 2024 8 not the northern region signed to about build my NDC. We should give up on the northern region. I'm telling you. And when I say give up on them in terms of development. Yeah, the ebe say yeah package in the anene ade every month be we should give them their monthly food, their monthly water. I'm very serious. Emo ya but no Ukraine America. Me say aba ye ko 20 2028 abey, if my people, the two tribes I love in Ghana, I've always told you this. I don't know how, but that's how I can actually deal with. I'm okay with Ghana because I was born in Accra, so obviously. But when it comes to the northern people and the Votarians, I don't know. May lie be, maybe I may find out. Baby, I may lie. You understand? But I'm being honest with them today. It is a bitter pill they have to swallow. Their NDC by ye omodia yomi. Se northern region for patron ya me nimpa na oman reward back MPP. Na omo sign to Obama NDC. We must just see them as transactional people. We must see the northerners as transactional. One in a year transact to Obama me fertilizer by 3 bags be. No, dear man, that's so. Don't waste your time so you could see interchange and stuff for them. Don't do it. They don't deserve that. They don't need that. And this is how I come to buffer my point. Let's talk about peace and security in the north. Otanya no mo woma ba omienti. Ye ka kire mo northerners ne say, especially mo anam wo boko enclave wo say. Ba omia eti police council no sunti. And all total weapons. At the man sebi ni nuanom a omo ya mampurusifo so mo fenku kusasifo. Eye security expert Adam Bona ebe jina pete mu eka kire ye ni na say northern for nto abenti aba omia because ono na etuo ni bibi akura no na se ba omia firi ho a entokwa ne be yeden ebetwa. Yankasia Papa Excellency Nanado Dankwe, John Dramani Mahama. Osan ko jina ho ka kire omo say samoto abama me Mahama na me ba mukusa asifo no mema momo amu region na mwesimu hene John Mahama na eka say you na me Mahama de say na se me wa ban mu a esoro ntokwa ha de ntokwa kra anyeden ensi wa ha. I'm talking about security in the north. The 8 years of Nanado recorded less than 100 deaths in the northern enclave, be it Boko enclave, Bole, wherever. Gidi see ye nano. 8 years, Ekufuado bedi adeno. Enipe uwo was less than that amount. Now, Yambra, one of the serious issues are near Koso. Back in Tampoda and Hodeba na Mokai Fulani headsmen. First, no better. Those times, NDC time, no. And the Fulani for Aqua to how we know for farmers bini we mo akoko omodo omomo e bedidi. But was Mokai. Nanado bae Omusi ranch. Ranchi eho and Ankrofo edi omomoa ekuguo. Ote se Fulani for ntoko ebs wagana bio. Se omu bobo obi tuo akwaji obi eniama akwose obi ade batomati bio. Energy and buy as asase bio. And untimi bisa o. Wa over north. Now with this security. And a two abasa oh Mahama de ofri ha. Mahama de yo ye nimne dada into your bar obey ni ye ama ye security aye den akoso. Na enne Mahama aba. Sorry guys. Over 400 people within a year. Over 400 people, northern region and Tokankwa no. Because Bokunkwa claim over 300 and sana IGP call Samokaya. IGP call Mobo no ka mutu no. Northern region people, I'm talking to you. The bad man Ekufuado and Baumia, when they were in power, less than 100 people died out of conflict and ethnic violence up there. The Messiah the peacekeeper, John Dramani Mahama comes, over 400 people have died. How can you tell me that is better than 100 people died? Not a single soul is worth dying. But 100 people should die. And over, yes, madam. Me too.
In the 8 years of Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia, less than 100 people, or slightly above 100 died.
Yeah.
In just 1 year of John Mahama, 1 year, more than 400 people have died. Some have become displaced. His own kinsmen, they become displaced, and they went to Ivory Coast. 10,000 of them. Thank you.
So with the statistics, my people in the north, if you use security or your safety or your region that you will get to vote for Mahama, he has deceived you. Because in the regional or promise say kusasi for no, he cannot get it. He cannot get it. Now let's talk about living standards. Maybe I know about social stuff. Living standards. NDC wins the whole place. They never attempted to build one dam. And Friday, meaning maybe 2 documentaries. Maybe no say. One would be about one village, one dam. And then edaso ye adwuma. Ne dia asay wom. I will do that. Then we are one district, one warehouse now. And then no cranny as someone I'm a person maker. Buffer stock for NDC buffer stock near Kujina Udi Atrono. Me person me de chiremo. Now where do you mean blame NDC? Me blame na Atoshi. Na Atoshi abo local government for na bro. MMDCC for. Waboma bro. Na me de nyame asese sa team na enwi. Hwe warehouses are na ya complete. SS obey ye ho adwuma na yetumi e commission na dukọ commission na ye use. Mami wait na sa project ni na so. I now understand why Honorable Damboche was angry. Say nipa no mu we gina ho. Sanka for no mo mbra medi vice president. I'll work on that. Let's focus. Mene Alhaji Bi Kasai from the north. And I'll catch him and say, my brother, you see me, I have never liked MPP. But you have made me kind of think about MPP small. But the problem is, the things you say, my people up there, they don't understand. I'm saying, why? Because they are voting not because of development. They are voting because they have the mindset, say, if you vote for MPP, you are voting for accounts. Charles, I don't serious. What do you say, Agro? I'm taking it very serious. See or no, I never like MPP. But you, the things you say, party. But this time around, hey, NDC, they will come and beg us. This time around, NDC will come and beg us. Let me be sad. I say, my brother, my father was rich. So my father invested in farming. Also, papa, oko side hona or wukoko ceremony or papa wukoko pa koko kesia odija omo achese koko keto akra. Ebia, some of these people who are from the Tamale enclave would bear me with there's like or you'll be they know him there for a fool. So we know farmers one when be cry another. This man I'm talking about in the papa. And I'll say when cashew came, or papa dua cashew. Na the amount of papa dua cashew ni say mobe kaya NDC for 2020. Omo de share keje insa. Say on me kan kire ye say ye beti 3 crop board. NDC ba say de be ya cashew for be wo mo board. Na ye we cashew ni te say de ye we cocoa na ye meboa mokai. Enu ntie ma papa no so de netika ko che cashew. Iti somewhere I think so about last year. Omu dua money ade dada wo but omo ye said this time around omo be den omo betum omo bedro mo na omo adokoko mo. Na omo madua na so mutrima ne say ye betu koko mo akọ 6,000 Ghana and he was very specific. Now no minimum says the government to me I'm almost 6,000 no crying at least. Oh, maybe 4,000, 5,000. So that would be okay for them. I like you to make us know. And we don't do cocoa no more than Edeka home. I'm going to cocoa no Edeka home. And now, if I told me about I don't know because what you guys don't know. And now I'm going to my TikTok there and you for that. I'm going to hear buggers and everything. When I'm in Jojo, DSC and you are. All right, back to it. Internet Okase. 1. Cocoa now mokodo mono with the motive say MPP fleet na NDC ba omenya for na eno abo. Ebro ne amono so a omo adua so a ose esidam and the man was actually intimacy way on twa na yi mame on share that in video mame ko na me ne ko na o dey try me say o dey try ose me brother show we ni na eye mu na ebro bi anto netia arewo semo. When you be cross your beba betono, or no number 1, or turn at a low price. Low price, no time come for usika ma na offer kono, or mouse kanimu half. Na okoba waba ede another half na brew. And until we are not na maybe so. Na na do $100 cost through. But now would you more na yeto? Would you bru na yeto at very good price? Uduya cashew aneyeto. Ene aban papa ba. Uduya mo ayento. Uduya buru ayento. Ye beto so ayesi ye to no low price. Chale kind of way di abro. Ye di abro akotun kwasi ababy pound. Mesa idea way I still don't get it. Baby kwa John Mahama no mutumi de Ghana for call ye no maybe on farming corner me cause sami me shebrim because it does not make sense. Ebro man ni mu ye den no. O man we di mu adi o mi twintina mo. Na se me do koko a. Me kono me ko kelia. Ye den ye tua meka. Ene aban papa ba. Dollar na ba form. Eduane boa ba form. Bibia ye kikin. Me do koko na ye nto. Ne nti na niama boa ba form. Eduane boa ba form. Na me ton koko a yen ton me di minni ana me se na ekoto aduane na asabe wo mo ate so no mo me ya nwene enye bibia na ye NDC MPP sa eto da mo me ya ma common sense ni nya adwuma kakra seriously a good propaganda there ye ne there but sometimes no mo ma yan ya yi kakra mo ma ya ma adwene ni nya adwuma kakra because it doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense. As someone making obi a we ba dream maybe I said that you know na twa ade. Aban papa ba o. Aban boni bi na na ewo ho. O ma dollar no cost rama, but me do me koko ye toye, me do me buru ye toye. Me tu me banche ye toye. Me twa me board ye toye. So na dollar no was soro. And the dollar ba form. Mabo modern ado eburo yi sabi udua na eyi sabi eyi kwakwa dabi na sabi almost so tutu enti kakra bi na abenya na kuyani akotu eburo ana akotwa eburo aba watutu be 10 bags or the 1 bag ebetene fie di odi bi ya akole odi bi ya banku ye ka bi koko na wode nkaya akodwa so akoye den akoton ebra ban bone wo ho no so otutu 10 bags na anya hwe otumi ton mu 6 na 2 asai na 2 ne de odi bi che na odi bi chenchewe na odi bi noa aduane ye den edi aban papa ne baaye no eburo ne de metumi akonya 10 bags no anka me po bi mana to 2 bags pe na menye bi di akoto den akoto chinam na meka mole na na sesebio se meka akwele na metumi anya nam e de atoso de abo yesi yento but NDC ni se our power NDC ni se our power enu even though se wukuani no na nado na no ya ban bone wo ho no ne yeto waburo unya usika at least utumi de bi tonam e do to waduane so oya ban bone pa na nado de money din krada aban papa mahama no waburo no wo so wontumi nto the oba ho beto ye no so no to wo ton at low price you de mate say eburo ni begu asai de ene mebo ni don komi no so one fan sabio we see kana obo no don komi ni ma so a wo se no so o ma mu half ogodwa so aba no de half abrew enya ban papa minia you can love your NDC, there is nothing wrong with it, but it's not for development. They don't know how to govern. They are terrible at governing. In 2014, and let me put this on record, because media issues 2014, Bank of Ghana, HSK Gumu, for what? For commodity buying. And your COVID na SEO. And your 3 yanchemi na SEO. Ye nya duani ni. Because ne NCO kra nya den ento. Mokai ya ma amenom aglow for Christ. Mokai aglow. No omoye ni Independence Square. Aglow for Christ. Omoko anampa ibo be na no mobo. Nka no kre. Erade mensi unto. Because brode asabi ni yebedi no. Ni yekọ Ivory Coast na yekọ Kradeba. These are facts. Brode keke ani yebedi no. Ni yekọ Kraba. And until in 2014, NDC HSK Gumu and yes atroyen chembi na esi say ye de koto aduane a yebedie enu ntime pa acho ye menyansa fo nwene whatever you think, that is fine. Se wo gidi se aban a no wo ho no when to me anto aduane anase when to me ama aduane anyefo eye papa chen abanya obeye sa. It is up to you and your conscience. That is not you doing politics. That is you showing to the over 100 people watching me say your brain can't think beyond the NDC flag. If you tell me say NDC amembo ye better than NPP, however, NPP bad amembo was able to pay workers. NDC Aban Papano cannot pay workers, but they are doing better. It doesn't make sense. That is foolery. It does not make sense. Do you understand me? But for the American, do you guys get it, man? Because me Koko Kuyeni Ekufuado hono. Na dollar ne boy den. and unti. Now, young fan is in spirit. And funny, oh, this one I missed out. Mama, me for him. Mama, me for him. Or say, this from the Alaji too. Highest, a drone now, omo the bomb, no by yes or no. Almost say end this time my MPP or no, not airful. I don't know how true it is, but Obisu able to now confirm me. I'm taking the conversation I have here. A drone now, omo the bomb near Masono. MPP or no, nebu airful. And now more almost say yate dollar sono. A draw sabi omo the bomb omo no buy it no price kosoro. Inti ya wana maybe say so Alaji. Don't you think you people have been scammed? Us not only scam, but these people has finished us. Because believe it or not, if we afford to abama NDC papa and then make kano krachremo. And until baby a creario one did this and kahadi and Kenya more vote no crown yenya ta vote no. Because they were buying what NDC was selling them. You be 2 cocoa 7,000. Edura would the boy we buru no you see you bet so. Osuwefu aye do smoke tax. Inti no tower mo some couple with a little hardship no they were sold. But ena ye ka say aban papa ba dade aye dodo crocodile machete no any dangote de ni na price kosoro. One. Ghana for the na ye dwene say ye politics na ye politics there sanete o MPP and this woman na ye pe omonye pe ba ku betua school fees ba ku entua ye ntumi nye pe e bia ye certain elements ye ni na ye political party ye betumi aye there but ye nye pe na medem asem ebe wi no me pese mi bie Ghana ni a wutie me enne wie yi wani edeba ne amebi ho. These are real life events here ekoso in the so-called Aban Papa Aba. Let's go. Savannah, Upper East, and Oti region record deflation of 2.6, 1.8, 0.5 respectively. And this is Ghana Statistic Service. Next one. Aban Papa Bao, neighbor. Next one. Nana Akufo-Addo. Obedi ade 8 years. Moncha wawade esi. Nana Dubedi ade no. Na NDC for ebo enwini amebi so. Nti se wo be kaya. Every time we be a normal person omoko den, omoko demonstration. Se mo kai. But 2017, 18, 19 hono. When your opposition be na we wadene say o ba be ye demonstration a obi e ma adentia. Na enipa enya kane adamu number 1 ache. Inti niama bebira no mutume de kane aye no na omuntumi nye bio. Obi wo ha oye hairdresser. Arahu seme wodum so time num say wakoje contract say obeye wedding for 18 amomo. Na gesi aba o salon. Na wonim say wo dryer eja wodi omuti be shem na waye style ne ade. John Mahama twen ya wa wuhuru tinum awie na wo ye say wo style no say maje mekania. Enu nti wo sa hairdresser no. Se wo ni generator wenim guase aba wadwuma ne usika abo wo ye baba as baba there ya ne say Bikin, a hona na me yimiti, wa winim fadama, Bikin, Bikin the yimiti mame. Na wako Bikin wana masalai, watana wa be 1 hour. Afi edu so se kwesi abrante panka aso ko clean wani kakra na se nipa ma oge. Yenya de apaso no tu witiri ho na yese he Bahama Light. We a radio station ni first neja mo de mo nam ho a mo soma mo kakra dum so ba yenti programs ni yetwam se ye kan news wi a no ma ye tudududu eya opening menta a owo begro papa da ya wansore abusuafo se mo meja mo no mu nko mo ya den omu nko ja mo omo maame ni omo papa no iwi e no ayapon na ya ma DJ awana ni o no abon nyom 3 minutes bi yapon radio station o apon tina be say media no ho esanke ye chichi media for ni bebre. Some of them are all right, but majority of them no esanke ye chi omuti wo say nanka double silencer on sure masum bang 3 no ejina nchen bang 3 no ejina nchen shi na sumo double bass say ya because bebre adwene adane ebutu ke uye media ni a madwuma ayi mo announcement kakra ye no yetete so enunti unless say we show ni show bi na edimu ankasa pa nkrofo hwe na na yetumi hyehyɛ ma wona wo say we creative art e dey na we obonyom I faced it because I recorded my album in Ghana 2013-2014 me back and I didn't go again until say John Mahama 83 so I have recorded with almost every engineer you know, Morris Babyface, Appear2 Swine. Now idea yana say to get Appear2 to produce one beat for you. You people are so wicked to Nanado. That time, you know, to get Appear2, JQ, Anna Sugartone, Anna Kewa to produce one song for you. Sometimes it will take you 6 months. Cause Nipane Dawson. Na idea yana said de na edu so no na what send this Canadian market where we na what na ka mo afri akra o all the way to Tema o koke wa ho akoye nyom uduru hono ya ma light off o ke wa etwen Lucky Mensa enyom ma ni wie ya o si o wo kwase boof na ye nyom be na wo ye na yes age light. Your productivity was already being hindered as a musician. So no one nya be more because someone can be so kakrani ayen. I just walk on Petro. They were one son with me at the good generator, no the abushu. Into your artists are your food was stored. Now let's talk about our Kumewood. At a point in time, Obogan and movie crano be enche. Because alata for be GBBR. Thanks to the Ejakos, thanks to the comedians who came through, thanks to Kumewood, Miracle Films is who I mean. And if Utabraba, Messiasi Edu, Wayosi, Bo Modia, so we move Peja, Ghana, Kumewood industry. Industry, say, pepe, and a doom so unity. Now, if you know what it takes as a producer to produce even a 15-minute documentary, you will pity creative art during the Doomso era under John Dramani Mahama. Mimi ane nye easy sao. It me who say creative arts for network with the Mahama Echino. I was so surprised. He said the Ibono NDC MP Nekaeno. Mr. Speaker, yesterday, I am so surprised. Okay? Oba rent a car, makeup, boom, omombe boom numu, light, for. Now what's the Akodi hotel? Now Obi aje ne pay dia me wie na matena car numu. Ekodu Akuse Clubhouse. Ekodu Dodoa. Ekodu Ada. Shy Hills. Nama set up wa moya ina light for say ya den ya GLI sada the production in na kate. Nana Dubai a obema light gina so. Ene yetumi ye movies na ma ende artist ye wo Ghana ni no bia wo ne YouTube channel. Na bisa ho say citizens na eba mu YouTube channel ebe hwe mu videos ebe tie mu nnwom no. Say only stable power obetumi ahwe ema wanya sa views na wo fe na na. There be but yetumi ka kire creative art ni say John Mahama de oba obeto VAT amount. From Bob Cole no more time. Creative arts in Ghana na enka abine dadwene ho. There was no law. There was no airline. There was nothing protecting the creative arts. And unto ben will be a Gina TV so Mark Jordan amatenum no me Jimmy sa me yare ma bodam me wo ba na ya tunidi ne akeka san sem ni na obeba no na de ode top pala no ewu kura no na onye bi na nado danko ekufuado and Okreku Mante he started say let's have the first creative art bill and no be boy say sadi a yensi creative art school Ebema creative art ho be ya kono Idris Elba could have chosen anywhere oba first krano gidi bi eba ahunti no they didn't even make what he was trying to do come we come to fruition. And then why any YouTube channel and munya nkrofo hwe nti sa wo ka kire me sa aban na do to dum so mu e ma production kra went me anye no Eye papa chen aban ono ba ya utumi produce wa me no charge you phone na the year content edit to YouTube jin whiskey ye kai omenti ene kwalebu like how we like to say kwalebu by the kind of kwalebu laboratory workers was a omoko strike Me ken MPP eba first ni na yenya strike o. Me kana obi ate ase because me din kaka jo na kane ani gina so. Into obi akane ye gina so ameye medwuma no. O frame demonstration amemba. Because there was no strike. Obi ye na adwuma. Kane ane ye heavy. Aban na waba no no mo ye papa no. And the teacher fire say ye call strike, ye call demonstration. And nurse fire ye call strike, ye call demonstration. Doctors ye call strike, ye call demonstration. Government workers ye call strike, ye call demonstration. Inti ye bisa say omo atu egu mu say no mo call demonstration. Omo no omo adwene nye adwuma na. Mesramu. Ye nuanom kwalebufo. Ye nuanom aban nyuma yefo a mo se mo call strike. Na mo call send ye kano demonstration no nyansa be na we dey amu yedi menti ase aban papa ba ye tua mumusika ya toto marketuem ekuafo odidi anesi fo odidi doctor fo say am say tam women's bank ya ba 24-hour economy odende the Mahama ka a betting tax ye one tax ye the Mahama ka so be ni na waye it is strike now wo kon wo se dam na wo ba na say didn't how they cause a strike and then I'm pissing me Ghana for workers say amose mo cause strike no mo cause strike said na mo ko je mo mami hu dollar ma form dollar ba form ya tete ni amaso ya tete bibia so ebi kura no sebe ye de chiche oba school fees ya nteso ya teso enkwala formula ya teso petro ya teso inti mo amose mo ko demonstration no mo ko demonstration said mo ko hama keka na said Mental some strike and I say, a day strike, I'm more quack a day. I buy papa ba. Anna the American Sabe. Am I not being honest? And once you hear me who's here, say, Qualibu for some more strike. And I trade one for so I'm cost and I'm saying as I strike and idea and I'm day. A coup for the mambo for Baumia mambo for Omoko. And the Ghana hey, $1 I bet on some ya $30 so. Into more cost strike na kwa day. Eh? Men pese ya nemo be basa. Mwana mokoto especially health workers. Health workers and teachers are supposed to be the fraternity sanka omodo MPP all the time. Kokufo ni omudiniye. Nanado ni omudiniye. Yet omo ungrateful heart inti. Omo koto abaya ya di tia MPP. Ah no na edwene omo ho papa. Na eneno aban papa ba. Na wa ye adwuma 12 months. Na ye tua 1 month ya. O se me kwesi apia. Me meye demonstration. Me nko strike. Na me kwesi mabepene se nurse for nko strike. Lab laboratory for mo kwa strike mesremo. Mama me ma ye ntu ya no nsimo so. Mon sore nche mu uniform na mo nko tinem. Eyo som. Every decision you make has consequences. Mutie. Decision bi onipa bi abe making ni wiase bi ano nsunsuanso ho. Nsunsuanso ho. Intimo amose mo kọ hwan strike no hwan no yesremo. Munya ejimie no. Na mo hye mu uniform, anese for na especially. Mo kra de mo de ese mo kọ. Min pese metise nurse ni bi aso okọ strike. Yeti kromu ha. Ena raf ebe brobro motieti amayase. Mutie ya wo kromu ha. Ena raf ebe brobro motieti amayase. Na sala mo se eyizu eyeza ntimesere muntinam ne omomburu munkumu. Afei kwache konkonsani baako bema wodi konkonsa wonie. Nidin de kwache meba medine beto so. One more NDC for you so ye ededa koko for ene empenifoni. Na answer na no onipa ya da osayi to be a morning sem Emma the minority caucus honorable Afenyoma Kendano the venerable Kojo Opon Kroma edano. We NDC near be wasum. We MPP near be weni. We Ghana near be weni na be wasum. Netie debe. Ye wo kromu ha. Ena IMF ne MPP for ebe ye on my last review and sana ye free abem. Ena mo project say ye the way aye niama no. So you keep on sa enter by January, May, welcome me or no. Niama mu ebe easy ewo Ghana. The omo catcher ye no. And ye free abem. Ye free abem within a year who ya dollar na kwa ye ines. Debio. Na dollar imu ye ni bibi. No anya no kra mona moya mona na mabon. Mona no mabon yen ya kati we rade NDC for enya yen. Ewo mu na IMF for san baby o. No mo be show mu books. And upon Kromaka said there be more injected dollar into the market. You are intervening in the market. Na man she ya enye sustainable MYA. Me pacho ede na omokai. Omu deny. And a Bank of Ghana Esiama governing or granting interview to Joy FM. And o catch omo say gold purchasing program, gold for reserve, gold for oil, no. And no na abeboa ama ye niama eko ye. Or ye interview ni we ya na friend with Jubilee House. Ena we ya ode pen, obema ode pen ne kan ni echi. Won aburo nti ne nton ni na papa. Ena ode ayi pencil, eyeshadow, eye pencil se den. Ode a penti. Nkam hu ye emma ne kan ye ni echi. Ma won say adwinfin won hwe nanim mo am what TikTok no so so ma hu nanim. First na fono toto say 1 year pe na fono toto. Odalan crusem ye twi no odi aduane pa wa ware ba ko aka ho enti ene de open wodi ma hu nanim ode to mo am YouTube ne TikTok for ma hu nanim adwen bone enti wa utimi awatwa. You think you are wise. And then bring ni bia bay. A brony bay intend easy for dress a crime for town. Papa penny a woma. What could chat you think you are wise? The attire pumpem to be te cum. I akawa a bomutaso and what could chat. And a wafa pencil. Eddie adren into me. And a more advice. Se bibia di glory bebre NPP bia mamon koka monka se ya na yaye. Okay. Womu ko ready budget no moka chance o metwe $279 million e de ama gold board. Say Ministry of Finance and eden. And this is scan eden. Eko ma gold board na otumi didi ne djuma. Ya wa na be ka kire say in this person hwe. And a Bank of Ghana, it taking on the financing of gold board. Nkrofo says still upon Nkrumah is lying. It's not true. I am a babium for the 5th time. No, because hey, listen, the more you are destroying your currency because the more and yes sustainable. Because bidu na semwe nyeska amfa nkwanko shemu a ebe hadwene nempo no efiri neko skebia mo de be $1 ni mu bia no mo magana fo hu mo announce eno mo start say omo announce minia announcement ni mo ana hu be dey di say eh there bi o sana eka 240 million bia eden aba enne asamo ameka fa asa 240 million no enye no na NDC fa be confirm NDC ni such a gemu a watching across the be entesa politics inti almost entesa modemonsa ekeka die na ebekwa akofa nsunsanso bone e de abreyen me betina aka say Bank of Ghana and a finance gold board. Ninti gold board for budget here. Woman de buy ya ye drama woman and no says scanner for him. Says scanner for him. Finance Ministry and first can be uncle. Internet Bank of Ghana and this kind of more wine. And no. And the man record a loss of 240 million. I am a phobe hunu ye. I am a phobe hunu ye no. And omo chain ya dwene ye den ADC so. And no krano. Bank of Ghana say, wo sami demfi wo na wa mama boka inti faka no. Sami demfi say there be mimi ntumi faka no, wo mo faka no. Adentia. Nobody wants that to sit on their books. But I can't buy it because Bank of Ghana Felsika at the my gold board. Our gold board, the man, Mahamania, Bawa Rock. So one found got to go do our Ghana. And Namsa Scana ya de ma muninti and Ama Eka 214 abetoho. Mokai Dr. Gindi Obuako. Now say your interview be no can say by March. Apo training ni bewu ama ye hu ne tentene. Se so one pass e kana ye so wo ma bo no say ye no kra na say ye no kra. Wo mo be den, wo mba be kan no kra. Ne Ghana ne awutie me eja kwabena kwasi ampani ye eja kwabena yommo aigbeni awada ne nkrani by 4 Jimmy aigbeni awakoware nkrani nti wo sese de wo nya aigbeni bi wo ye nkrani bodamfo eja kwabena ene brebe tie mesra mo fanche me empanifo tie am fanche abodamfo bi sa ne sometimes say e mo mu ho level eja kwabena say wonji ndi say gold board any Bank of Ghana I incur 240 million aban say omoka Abbas Nuruddin Nimuodu Chain World Bank Nimuodu Chain IMF enti aja kwabena de wode Abbas Nuruddin and the boss here Sami Jemfi or the onuni figures and a beye adwuma me pa chow ene Bank of Ghana say eyampo sa 240 million no eyesika ya de ma gold board so mu fenko didwa and I share. Muntie. Obi saw the Lion King, Kwasi Ampeni, you are better na ha, Obi Jimmy. Into Muntie Masum. Yanko, what did you input?
Computed 214 million as a percentage of 10 billion.
Debut.
I computed 214 million as a percentage of 10 billion. And I had 2.14%. Okay. So, in terms of, in relative terms, you make a loss of 214 million and you gain 10 billion.
In relative one, you make a revenue of 14 billion and you make 10 billion. Why page you send a call ya na me de forex intervention nature no. So far, inflows are over $16 billion. So 10 billion almost they've added more. It's like around 14 billion. And $dollar no. Now rehu some woman say, yeah, the sad also pay ko share $dollar no just to gain 3 cedi strength pay. Ye fra $14 cedis. And the $11. $10. 3 cedis per gain. Abanyo wunyansa obefa over $14 billion edi akoshe dollar mu na we gain just 3 cedi strength ana entasun. It doesn't make sense. Muntie ni bio no mo say there was no loss first na speculative. Almost a young farmer gold board, some farmer Bank of Ghana. And the Bank of Ghana for today.
I computed 214 million as a percentage of 10 billion. And I had 2.14%. Okay. So in terms of, in relative terms, you make a loss of 214 million and you gain 10 billion. That's what has happened. I am not saying that the loss is not significant. So going forward, the idea, the strategy is that Bank of Ghana is going to separate itself from gold board.
Mr. Here, and this is political party. I did a comedy actually. Omo try through. Omo nye papa. But they know how to make you the who are working. They know how to make you look demonic. Something MPP don't know. Because MPP no. O tari obiso. Utie. MPP no. O expose obi kura okay go munjai politics there yan sa munjai. But NDC know how to assassinate characters. Eja kwa binamra. And the Ghana Bank of Ghana say, mu gold board. Ye discount mamona maya ade na se moma boka. Mo se ye fani ni na amayen. Ye free na ekọ ya twe ye ho afiri mo ho. It's a gold board from Kwenkodi Obuja. The Bank of Ghana yes ye ni eja. Ye ni mu be di dwabo mu 240 million kaba. Sika ye de ma mo no makodi a. Most about the catcher as a young funny in answer. And in the Bank of Ghana, Yatri home, we are going to operate separately from Gold Board. What was the initial framework of Gold Board? Was it going to be sponsored by Bank of Ghana? No. The finance minister, Nana Esokopis Kadeba. Now, when you be a no Babeke can say, Muni the Achreka and Ufuriata. Or no, a Jume be a dema 1 district, 1 factory, no, or Dimika Kopis Kaba. 1 village, 1 no Dimika Kopis Kaba. And I'm on him a project, including school feed in Adini Nano, a finance minister, and a cop Brubrus Canada, or Bob winning in Nano near the idea. Over 16 billion within 1 year. But one was say 16 billion, no 14 billion. 14 straight billion. Say the whole the currency. A son for swamba. We end this in you want to cover. And no more. Let me just complete it and I mean to my other people.
Gold Board is going to act on its own. Yeah. And it means that government will have to provide it with some kind of funding. Initial.
Government will now have to what? Government will now have to what? So now in the case of Bank of Ghana view, as a finance ministry, out of force now or for superscar, no them up a Gold Board, no more to good. A cabefi, a bokegu. A cabefie, ya bokegu. Ghana for menya 2 panelists. Me pese almost chiro margin kakra. Nti me de manu ebisi ha enne. Enne so niama bibiri o meni mo esese me sorry so koye. Pa obi ko Ghana ese me pe kwan ya metumi ayeyi. Pa cho me yie na duru ho. Me wo ifunu mienu na chef fridge me din kan bo mama ne dada. Me wo fa dia me papa di na chie. Ene di udi me papa echi ono so ye oba. Mo amowo achim kede area ho eastern region amu betumi ekoja me yie no. Mimi ni ho. Nti no mo betumi akwa ebeboa. Emu ntumi nkoso na se mo be support in any way so a mo contact me a ekwan wo ho a metumi ama mo akwanya no na ma support. Enye easy. Debia ya na meka se me kwasi apia Mimi Jai MPP any council be Jai MPP because on election day me can hear samokaya and I'm a brother penny or no one girlfriend or any tifie will be our quiet surgery ya pie ni trim ya far dear the tree ni trim kuni free we say so I lost the election and lost my brother on the same day me buy an SM best saying somewhere February 19th. Back to Canada and I'm go see you know and check and I am go see and then mammy on sorry was I would do ye and he didn't share free gym yanka being shame I feel good so I yet to turn where ya and I'm more fucking chain and so yeah then of a dakwa on so ye it's minimal can say a funumi no and a good free gym and I'm a papa free krumu ha call ye. Maybe at this time around me to me cause safety no cray ni hosa. Until more amo Ghana. Mo pemasem. Na mo be to me I represent say, oh, your ne brother Felix and a war political zone. Na ye be jane ye no. Na mi shramo. Especially mo amo Eastern region. Se mo be to me. Monko kede na ye hu se me so me wodom. Anya sa aso na kwan bia so obe to me abo e bia no. Se ofre me a. Ye be to me ape kwan a. Edibedi hunkomo. And then I'm sorry sometime because I said me koshe 1 or 2 things be the mebuchiano. A year bebaso said this a ya almost a date in the this a woman team and see I'll put the date out probably by Friday. I'll put the date out now. I'll be to me I support to be ano. Wako support so ochimai tiase susu biribi ochimai de yenhwe maningu ti mommo moden na mommo mobra echido edamuni na ase Sister Ellen baby aye beduro ni o
Felix, I'm telling you now. Oh, NDC policy for the current situation of the economy now. My imagine says still Dr. Baumia we know a good show meeting the next week in
Obeboom.
Yate. But this will be so a cost strike and say a like because men to say Yankee and sell cost strike, say in 3 hours. Yeah, catch history that or history news when actually when you're coming history.
Yeah, we
2014, 2015. John, we had not 3 years when Jamoga. It's must have a fan. No, it's not a I should say in Kia can to walk on strike. It's me honestly, I didn't tell you. Another group will show you at Yamoka. Security services for them. I want to come once. Now you will be able to afford when you point to see a come on. I want to show you how many you when you what you when you start here. Make a soldier for police for immigration. What do they say? Service. Renting quiet yet to be my so a bit of retirement or pension could have done a problem. Problem. And so wow, so much already almost sick of money. So she would tell me to a back MPP. And I'm a you tank for almost what team. What say at the University of Ghana you tank? My trust my jump up. And then 4 years set. It's what anyway, I was someone at some point. Because what's not in my new show. It's wrong. For the next 4 years, your mom and your because only John Mohammed Shiba, we're quite new NDC, new candidate. No one can say, let's say, John Mohammed. It's what I'm not Chemusega. I don't know what to say.
No.
I don't begin for a year bill. I don't pay a year quite well. There will be an issue. And I'm saying there's soon. Maybe not one who be out there to be aware of it because me, I'm watching it. I'm that soon. Just here to make a new.
Hey.
And I pay people by prices and the man in a brand. So,
yep.
It is a whole lot of money be any two for such a now I'm part of no one control and now watch the one.
Yep.
Minister, so deputy minister, so make
I found no part today.
Just don't get it. So I'm paying you. So she doesn't reach. So be so new assistant to be a personal assistant to be a work school. Young men and women. Small boys, yeah. I want to be a national service for you. I want to this for.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't necessarily have to read yourself.
No.
Get somebody.
Yep.
All of the other people. And you go see no who position. Say deputy minister, confirm here. You want to tell. Who you not to fear?
Aye.
Now what you
I think they say gun. Aye. Yeah. Aha, yeah. Aye. Aye.
Government statistician, also another person.
Aye.
Government statistician over here in the
some of them massage
inflation 3.4.
Now,
so my one thing got to idea like inflation 20-something%. It's common sense.
Economically, it doesn't make sense.
it should be the same as last year and last 2 years.
Or even lower.
But prices are quadruple. What's the price? Now what can you say inflation about 3%? It's me more than someone. You want me someone saying so what to went through that? With that tension,
diabetes.
Cancer. You all babies and grow in 2024 December.
Yo. Inflation about form, but it's not doing any reflection in your pocket. That's what they want to tell you. I'm saying Obiaba sister and phone so Obiaba back. YouTube for mon share na de no ko mon tapo so ne nko why oh when you ba na won share say Joe mehu Ophelia or say Mahama is playing them just like the radio stations and CSOs. Now sure. Yes, madam. Oko off kakra. But network na kon off. Yo.
Demonstration. Can you go to Bakuse? And also, you catch them. And then why? Is that what's the part? At this point, really, I don't feel sorry for anybody. The second and to each one for himself, God
so far, so yeah.
And probably I was in a surviving. Now 2028. You about me, because it is obvious about me. I'm going to see I say it. Dr. Bamiano, why ideas everything I and we said, this is about more running. Dr. Ideas, maybe no use. Go for all your year next, I'm getting and this is about one to me ton gold at record one prices in the history of wholesaling. Yaboka. Yaboka says, Yaboka. This is about one yes in our opinion. The sun is sick every dollar. And you have to gold. A good that yes, I mean, young gold reserves now. When you tell me, you know, you're home. And more dainty. Young reserves now. When young probably am going to that. But when you're young, say you took your fitting crew. This is 2018. Said Dr. Bamiano was saying to me, young gold reserves, you can do 20 tons. People are money at to do people. Even African countries almost from here, Dr. Bamiano or Ghana, and from when any Africa gold, what they will go to the war. One for him go up. And say, Mutunto Yatika, what do you have support dollar?
Aye.
So I show one I get them back here sitting also, and was much a move fast. That's why maybe 2028 bedroom. Now gold reserves in the all day.
NASA. Yes, Dr. Perfect. Let's get out. Madam. Highest one the next one, but hold on, mammy. Now who say Binu Abema Manuel Aba? Manuel Dako, Memo Aquaba.
Yeah, your parents, we
If you have a communion, now so.
Yes, young people, the Mr. Moya, my fancy come and my Elena.
Okay.
I'll go and share the Juma Paul. And also, as I took my part to my run in summer, and this is for come for Hoye That's how we want it in the town.
Yeah, so good one. All right, may I say, highest.
Yeah.
Why you busy? And I said, when you busy, sir.
Oh, me busy
okay, and Mama Manuel Anthony the free. I told you so when I now radio, you know. Yeah, money. And I'm Manuel Newe over time kakra. Yeah, Manuel. Okay, any train my highest and Casenri or Casa no mama but no mama sister away it is possible so about why. Okay. Highest 3 minutes papa uncle. Why? What you have called now tell me they be 3 minutes now 3 minutes is me can't tell I'm to come more than 3 minutes into uncle. Young Minia.
Yeah. Now, I'm studying cocoa for now. Cocoa board on this animal busy family. Cocoa na Americans. Cankoi. Cocoa for now. Said you won't say I want to cocoa in Yagro. Now, the Emma say last week. Now, in Grand City or more, how many months I want to go we are, I'm the fat.
If you're crying on the abba.
A bad for no one be silly up. No, I'm the quarter man. And people to meet you, man, catch him up and say, oh, and Mamma, when you ask him to your plan, I stand on the heck of my mind.
You.
What me be one what I say, Muhammad is scanning my Jesus Christ.
Sa pepe.
Before because I make us say, oh, maybe you want that bread,
you.
No, that's what I know. I don't know. What's a fun to me? Because I have
them.
One ground, 7 you, free, and memo, free. A dimukro so, but better body no pound. Over the bar. And when you baby to the bobby of your mother, I say, now go in Triaka. I was saying, and yes, she said, Muhammad David, scanner here, my intino, in Triaka.
Imagine no, Mr. Winnie Mendes if wrong. Mr. Imagine is serious. No. To them, they think they are doing politics. Official or no young or meow. Aha, say, Cassie, yes, power. Say, and aha, yeah, and then you were and no. Comodiano. Yeah.
So let's be more.
Oh, now me.
It will shock you.
Minim pa.
What you cocoa be so. As I some go one place. I'm on my ball. So I will do so. We have the fear of the
now, cocoa mudu. Cocoa, a mudu.
Oh, yeah, one idea. One cocoa, the infant can come out and power was also when you're some
Hey, serious, killer. Hey, serious. As the nation is so polarized, say, I didn't know can a piano but I'm fan on well, I'm NDC, so I don't care. You don't care. You don't care. Highest. Oh, the casa. Uh-huh.
Colleagues. When
Usu.
No 2 years go and at that time, God so chance of contest him. And not go and 3 months. No call my view.
One maybe.
And your man that was
on to your cry. Mimi, I can't come into your
construction site. And then, one said, Open church, or Baby that said, a baby by. Now, I'm not near 14. And $10 billion. And all the free 13, 14 a call. teachers asking my job. That's it.
3 city rate.
3 city pay. He was spending $10 billion. No grand is stable.
Yeah, we
calling him every day. Oh, send the government also. So many teachers had him one more. Now, the other consequence say no, but for the donors and this can go for construction. And go for a more construction or say construction and yeah, approach for and this can be.
Yo, because it's true, remittances are called for.
Yes,
remittances.
And this can go and one nothing go and no for one. Or no, and this can be a contract now when you be about to school fees and also and you don't
it's over so better when you. That's the question I've been asking. What is the game?
Yes, for so better when you're free. As the whole construction, I won't find all that.
Because a brochure fui and a discabeba, Abesha construction, yeah, demo, and I'm also must say currency, no, into me face camera, or say, a good to say, a brochure into me face camera, and I wouldn't be fine yet, because your government in a war. A very foolish party, that party. A very, very foolish party, I'm telling you. That's your I don't know or GD say philosophy because I know philosophy to watch in a kind or NDC ni and I'm here NDC ni and a philosophy to watch say you better watch it 2 a.m. Intermediate nudi, but that's what I say. Aha, me nudi, but say you do gold. Ever support your reason no mean the anya papa, but my body I made this one or there. Mrs. Our party no, and your politics no more you. A demonic. NDC for way or more money, man. A demonic. Wrap up, non next person in real.
I said, incoming a presidential candidate.
Yes. On one ever, on one head in the Bamo. On one year, 2 so moment.
So, so. Now, what machine, and you will so long, and they are
too rough. Yeah, so too rough. Your time. I'm on your papa. Majority of them are your time. Mechanical natural. Majority of NDC for or time. The fact say a year MPP party no or time. Simple on the simple ni yiri bewu. Seneba bewu na MDC ebetina abemo. Are you okay with that? Yes, open the side. Okay, Charlie, Unia. Yo. All right, Mr. Dako. But of Adia Bra quick nothing, it is possible so the Kawai. Mr. Dako, me uncle.
All right, Felix, but as the church will be around and pray. My message is free, the good reserve, and 1 currently, we shall Ghana, Abrabo, IPB, Boma, Ghana, for the past 1 year, no NDC for Akate by 2, making 2 actually, which was a make up, I could see a good reserve because I was share since 1992. Mamin Kokra from Nkrumah 1957. Men backdating crab because backdating not me backdating who baby I shall say free. So the first free independence. NBC the year 2022. That Ghana good reserve was just 8 tons. MPP Edwin Ghana Hunti about Ghana Hubra since 2022 to 2024. Within 2 years, it's me movie at the back over 30 tons and 30.8 tons. NDC by Yombay and Crocodile the John within some few months and almost 7 tons be ever count. Young Concordia just 1 year, ain't 1 year or much so by half. I'm from 37 tons, about 18 tons. And to question, me Busani say, so good now they be a cassette CD number for is because of your can say no gold board no gold board ni gold no I here for. Question was here Busay no gold board ni gold no I here. If I no crescent and no a man CD no every 14 about 10 CDs Then why is this your gold reserve a year to honor as what by half? Between 1 minute here, and see the governor of the Bank of Ghana, he needs to answer so many questions. Now you get some shallow-minded financial analysts for because why should gold be there whilst your dollar no you kind of say you see the dollar no we need to sell it and then get some dollar and one who says and the boom. Because when you go to the big economies today, I think whether US or UK, gold reserve around over 8,000 tons.
Yes.
Ain't I telling me say who Ghana for who Ghana who just say UK, who just say America? How much me I reserve gold to 8,000 tons? Is that what you're telling me? I tell because when you have the gold in stock, it gives investors a kind of confidence. Sir. That your economy can resist so many things. Aside the dollar reserves, So today, if you are telling me, say, oh, you exchange it for dollar, and that makes sense, it clearly shows the difference between the National Democratic Congress, the New Patriotic Party.
Easily.
And you grow for we are Ghana Benya some Capra Heritage Fund. Kufado didn't say boom more the boy mine or not they were complaining.
Yeah.
Is it not the same NDC?
Yeah.
So what are they saying now? But this is NDC for you. No matter how the situation is, they need to defend it. That's what you don't get in MPB.
Yeah.
Into be a better baby and we they want say we they what's yes NDC even if they are sinking, they will justify the reason why they are sinking.
Yeah.
And they'll give you positive reason why they are sinking.
Exactly.
But only posterity will judge all of us.
Definitely.
In 2028, we didn't say you're in the second year. I'm very optimistic. So before 2028, say Yanko Diasre Yanko Pony and Kwani and NDCU, MPQ, Ghana, Libya, be with the smoothless level and you're John Dramandi Mahama. Now, moving on to the cocoa sector. Sure. Cocoa means sometimes those who are kind of John Dramani Mahama don't want to really sympathize with them too much because you have to tell Nyoma before the election. You have to tell Nyoma before the way they were passing the New Patriotic Party. But what the Anyashi Rebecca be 26 November, Yentu Omoka, Yabetu Omoko, Yentu Omoka. Akufo-Addo Baye, look at the way he treated cocoa farmers. To the extent that you are able to see cocoa in our son, or better cocoa in the plantain, where first a plantain the mamma. Or ye win now, Cosim Pempen, so cocoa in the Benjam Pempen, so be a money bedding one fast war. Naka MPP said in Kunimu and Anka Sikaya de Mamono, Yabaf Abemo, I think cocoa price now it was 400, maybe what? Fellas, I stand to be corrected.
470.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within 8 years, Yetinia Movino about 3,100.
Yeah.
Then you didn't find any reason to maintain the New Patriotic Party because a particular National Democratic Congress told you said they will give you 6,000.
Aye.
We gave you the alternative. Yes, we are no more cocoa for scholarship. Because of free senior high school in T and who knew for sources. And the appeal said, we are cocoa Niba will buy a better free way invest.
Yep.
That was something the New Patriotic Party proposed to the cocoa farmer. But you see, these people came in, they told us, sister, they do 6,000, any. Do 3,600 they can give you from November, February, Mumunya Musika. When they can say election has some consequences to the DMA.
It does.
That's it.
It does.
That's what they are facing now. And the reason why the government is finding it difficult to give them the money is because world market, cocoa price is what you. Cocoa price is swatting.
Yep.
And I don't know, so you've artificially strengthened it.
Yeah.
So when you give the cocoa farmer the 3,600, so that's it all. International price see the no swap in one day. Also, cocoa farmer 6,000. 3,600.
Uh-huh.
Now, when they give the cocoa farmer that particular money, you the government will work.
Yeah.
So if on person they need to artificially also make sure say depreciation chasing Nasikana could do better 12 cities and 13 cities. I know that Coco Bodombeca say they are suffering because of the strength of the city. Because you can't just wake up one day and the dollar to city rate trying to move from 11 cedi. Like one day it was 11 cedis, whether 60 pesos. Oh sorry, I need 10 cedi, 20 pesos. Like, how does this thing make sense?
It doesn't. It's not even sustainable.
It will also affect some other sectors of the economy. But this is the NDC for you. The optics, no, you're more there. You're more fair.
Yes.
As in the actuals. They are focusing more on the optics than the actuals. But it's Ukai and S. Addison, when the dollar was around 14 cedis. Okasembi. And we are feeling it. Or say Ochina or percent dollar no equal 10 cedi or no obet me
easily.
But how can you sustain that? And I wish us when this man, you also say
Esiama
baye, it doesn't go beyond 10 cedis.
David.
So clearly, you could have done that.
Yeah.
But it is about the sustainability. You can't. Because from one year ago, when the people gold by half to let the city move from 14 cities to 10 cities.
How?
Then another year, no, they said in Abeso. So beyond the 2 years, no, what are you going to use to make sure that the dollar stays at that particular place? I'll stay. Now, the mommy move it on to strike.
Okay.
What is I say teacher for people that strike?
Yeah.
Recently, I mean, we are going to Kolebuso.
I Kolebu laboratory for Amoko. Lab for
teachers for lecturers for cost strike. Will be a problem will be a cost strike, but contract more cost strike now one FIMO. John Mahama catch is a dead goods. Now strike who side this is nothing
cry.
And to strike more demonstration say baby beer. When they take a clue from teachers for nurses for year, Jina Quemo year, they set 10 months to set 12 months in Chiomo. You have a 1 month.
Yep.
And Casicom, the far car, if from Mufi the bear demonstration, music and the mom 1 month.
Yep.
Yakadina shit. Or persuade them more, because up to forcing is finding difficult to spend. On paper, affected city, you know. He's not spending, he's not engaging in capital expenditure.
No.
They are not even their big push. Go and check their kind of say budgets for last year, big push. See kind of that somebody come on Fanko.
Uncle.
Go and check the budgets. Come on Fanko after November, let's get the uncle big push here. So they are not really Oko baby to say what's the name of this office? 24-hour economy. Shianko. Nothing. So clearly, you know. This government is trying very hard to hold on to the money. Right now, ministers are angry.
Oh, yes.
Ministers will bring with.
The
force is not giving them the money to operate.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Now, Kotoka International Airport, NDC for some person, Messasa, no Accra International Airport. How will the change of name affect service will be unemployed? Julius Zebra and down unemployed. That's a question we need to ask ourselves. How would the change of name affect people across? How would that change of name impact the lives of people? Problems here in the aviation sector. Is it the change of name? No.
There's nothing for them to do. You see, there's nothing for them. What was it? You had made an earlier point, say optics. There is nothing for them to do. It's BB on media for na Karimana because there's nothing they can do.
Yes, because see, fellas, that thing is saying right now, no, also and the another cost
and it's expensive. Very, very expensive.
And I would but let's take the story of Kotoka. Sorry, the story of Kotoka. Usha will be on cheap Ghana see why Kotoka and to be frank.
On the cool and
always
Chroma.
distort history.
On the cool
We
Chroma.
always distort history. But Nkrumah Benya independent, yes, 1957. But Benya independent, 1960. Ghana Benya Republic. In the year from 1960 to 1966, go and check what Nkrumah did. Osisa Ghana your national anthem, Osisa Ghana flag, or did this preventive detention order by ya. So Oka support ya no quite Obama ya show. And in the man Yura, JB Dankwa, Munina ko ifiasi. Ni can say, ni Onagasa national chairman, Aram Ponsa, Ewuye. We had sorry or exile. Aram Ponsa exile because of Nkrumah.
One party state
for exile because Nkrumah better name God.
Yeah, Nyame.
Or can't make it be. One year no state economic hardship and no work running. Ghana phone you now Kasapi about the show. Yeduka Kotum. Yendi Wasem. And no your friend saying preventive detention order. No. And no so Kasa, a binding about the show, we have found call and Brasem quiet. In the year 1996, Kotokamu 2 Nkrumah free Abayosono. Ghanaians were very happy.
They jubilated.
So tell me, if Nkrumah was that good that we want to paint the picture, do you think Ghanaians would have been happy? But one said years down the line, we were not there. We didn't experience what was happening there. And they've created some particular narrative. I might say, Nkrumah
is the god of Ghana.
That's the perception about him. But maybe I mean, come was a when Ghanaians don't happy when there was a coup in Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
Burkina Faso
jubilate.
Some years will come. The narrative will change. Say your years are cool, no any papone. People will hate Ibrahim Traore.
Yeah.
So if Ghanaians want to know what happened in 1996, they should look at what is happening in Burkina Faso now. And not think so. They've changed the thing where can they say Kotoka was never a bad person. He was the one who rather liberated Ghanaians from the hardship, from the wicked rule of Nkrumah. And there is no apology for that. So we need to read our history very well. We need to know what Nkrumah did. So not a bonnet throughout in the life. Daddy, Nkrumah, you see factories no on your money on too. But we shouldn't try to make the person look like an angel when he has his own bad side. The second independence, John Mahamadi, that wasn't the first second independent. Yeah. The second independent happened on 1996. In 1996.
1966.
That was when the second independence happened. 1966. Was overthrown. Lieutenant General E.K. Kotuka. And that name on that building, Star Airport, you're making sure you keep it all so that when Ochinabi, we are Mampinina, Ubumaya, Be say, my name out. Now, Ubu. I can't say
correct. Mr. Dako, moving around from station to station. Madam Lily Mpacho, Fadia Kakrabra na Entwaso. Mama was here only na Munya Botre, Ubisi for my number. Why?
Felix, Yamisha need you my power. Now, Felix, Papa, no, the way you know, we NDC no NPP.
Papa no kwachi NDC ni.
Only a tape worm with difference being just send one. Can the picture need to tape worm in chain? Oh, the problem because it's photo to the Chinese.
I had no into me because me the phone na me dey.
Only tape worm difference. Felix, yet Krum Hanu say, and a Mahama. Good catcher, Edan Yem, the Mahame Red Bank of Ghana vote or Bani Yemua. God that not a Yapa Papa Umia 30 tons, what pediago, see a double Yesica, SH Banas and Dachi, Yamuchria, yet the no project, and no bear a backbone will fall on it, no. Mahama, any Lodina, any Sami Jensi, any to forcing a common gold catcher, and no mammy a god ning a gum yim. Na media catcher will say in chain be a Mako school, Ako sergeant, met me up on me yaba. No, before I met me up on me yabano. So much about my doctor Mamuba, baby Kuram and you can say Mahama, any Sami Jensi, any to forcing. As I say, a good Nakudunu. The Kokofaba. Baby, purely good Nakoshiba Kofaba. Fellas, and to say a Galamsino Mutu, and no go no idea. Semi
And the anymore.
And no go no somebody idea. Nani a go on so much a peso. Mahama Nkwa. The only things from economists that one economy inflation it me go negative 20 as what much as inflation cry the Ghana what was Mahama the control world market crude oil crude oil Mahama sound this wa now so lorry fair boy day electricity and me chia and sure and me chia. And now moves your crab aqua, a densities. And now no case Ghana importing you. Mahama Ninia Ibrahim Adaruma, and this is a medium fiada romantic. Ghana is when you know than cutting quine. When you mutual the boss one no. See a Ghana for Jai Sunday mutual di. Sunday mutual, Ruba commoding war, and Crankra be a 2 galam saying a honey eddy. Woman ye Ghana, basa, tan, and foot run, whole punk, and this is phone call Ghana bone. And this is for power pet, not Ghana, especially bone.
Woman, your honey.
Most more got waba, about 2 Susan so. Most teachers for anyone when you're dead. Mungo,
woman in Uncle Yeduma.
No teacher for now, your bum check a better knowledge no crampono. Mohammed, I am Yahoo. Where you were chimadi. No teacher for now, a bano, common sense, knowledge, what me transi pensen, you know, and my a young collar. No teachers for now, no grooming collar for the future, no, we party knowledge, no, no Mahama. Is it nobody? Yanamodi. Mufam about Papa, challenge from Pocopemiza, Mukadia Muni. Adiana Muni, Mabum Pano, Mukotra, licensure exam, Gramosumunjo, licensure exams in Tino, Mukotra Betiana, Ecotia Etia, Yababa Humia, Babum Pons, most exam questions, Manco for man, the Mudim baby.
Aye.
Oh, Ponsipi,
Mabum.
I like to put your
On Sanja cry, only from
on control account general, Mary Ventin in a Pia Fancy camera, no sense for that. When your papa, when your papa, and can teach a student a much of my dear, Mamma could you not catch on to my mom ice cream every Friday, yeah, no magic. No, to take papa, one go for my dog. 10 years to come, 5 years to come, the time of a graduate, a system, fellas, some of my politicians. No, ice cream Friday, no, never be a politician, one never be a MC, you need DC, any minister. You're cutting idea in your chair, Bonnie for, shock at Yanamunyano. Allowance, Nana Mahama, you will check or Mahama one, Miss One from Wajuma. Recruit to Bakumpo, Nanando, and some Muska, Moody a 3 classic car meals a day, 3 square meals, the Moody, and your classic car meals, and your funny bremo. World chef, and then you recruit your mama baby, or my baby, with the breakfast, lunch, dinner. Mama, I see, I was saying, everybody about to go. Nobody so jolly, nobody will go school.
And a Dianibia who ya pa, Madame
Colani.
Dianibia, the man Colani, Beamushe, Madame Sadana.
Someone didn't. Namakas and another Namoyana, but we know, PhD. o money certificate so
okoye adwuma papa bi okoye adwuma
ni binu na NPP ba ya se enra ye hoto ye what as mu ye obi wasiafo chimi na mu nsu nyansa no
no
mahama muni nyansa mo ti wa mo atam 300 million akotopa wakatira wo so ba obemu agenda 24-hour economy use wasiafo akoto aba maloto number akoto aba maloto number ye ka mama yanka ye ka na chimifo wasiafo na wo mu green no mu blue ni na no mu didi atem na mu defend mahama ene guzitam do say tell us what ya osay lack of efficiency
scan ho de be ontumi
good move to say oh my genius efficient promote tiase wasiafo wo mu nyina koto aba
ama kwatira ade say good move
good move
you at the end is for
efficient promote tiase
NDC
for Gina so diversity implementation over 300
yes
factories.
Yes, I was about to put that in.
Efficiency good move. Mahama, our hope,
abutre Gulf of Guinea in your
liability
abutre
we NPP no go to aba we no mean difference in ya lack of efficiency no say a good move by constitution, you know, me no me tax in additional. And you're fault. You're na parliament approve. And we are the Udi Banchi, we are the betting your pecora, they will enjoy. Mama, or opposition, you to talk every 4 years, be a necessary tax, the fleet of cars, mama, or call holidays, government in a chia. And who got to about a year and Ufana na do wo bufu nti nkoto aba na baumia me kotin kotia wo koto aba ma baumia e extension of na wo ya kwasiafo na do abusuafo wo ye die. They are one of the richest and the most influential families in Ghana and even across the world.
Case closed.
And history me no me no ya na de no ya wo na de no your papa de no what one of church kwasiafo no ha wo tai na do no. I would dear who be a best no. Would dear one and our boy. Which me papa, sa hatred never moon.
Yes, so much. I
cotton cotia, ye be good NPP. You be good NPP, talk to about men, people to about men this. Then this in your good NPP now. Who know about why square one now? Coco, abuse ya from now. And that's a sign.
Sir.
And I am not surprised because a teacher for crumble I got to about
Bonnie. I'm not going to have a bonnie.
Not on my Ademusa. Ademusa, I can say.
I'm going to have a bonnie.
Too much or Ghana and crosses some, some no money, a petition, and then some near Gianni, and Gianni. And the Moshe, I can't be lame. I call it
Osai mumu kraka
Osai mumu kabile on Kasampo.
Osai mumu.
The content to create on Kasa kabile a top part of the shares of
900 million.
And your company for the digital marketing with $998 million.
Almost $1 billion.
Yeah, can digitization. Most of the content in a factory. Then I want factory.
I'm who. Your time.
Industrial revolution.
Ghana.
Industrial revolution. And near Master, things have changed.
Your time.
Mixed with illiteracy, jealousy, Jimmy.
Your time.
Next time, look to about be policies. No more money yet. Men should be moved before go to about. Doctor Mubba, we won't run with you. Won't run with you. One way, come on, go big chat, not what you're forced to doctor.
Because.
And doctor go back pen baby accident.
I call you Neduma Papa Biajiska Papa.
Of course. Won't tell me, economic forum banner or co-position invited.
The economic forum.
Won't tell me.
Of there be a co-position. What head of state ben a friend said, Brana said, Sabianum tea could among.
Oh, yes, sent from economists. Mahama time, no time.
Oh, there, oh, yeah, can you say economist?
Mahama economist time, no. That and yes, I get it book, being a copy, and your papa, and your man, and then what did there economics near yet?
Satani is to Cocastic Cola. Cocastic series.
Fellas, me demand say maybe.
Aye. Hey. Okateche pa.
Okateche.
I am just.
Oh, about you sent you. Ubeja be review. Okateche wa about you science you watch me.
Hey, but hey. Hey. Yeah. Yapon. Yapon. Hey. Yeah, food baby. Yapon. Why?
So what's up? Aputro se umri ma ya fufuzela. And she yemi fufuzela. Fufuzela sa kwa tia ni pa to fi no free. The campaign say.
You say Lily, that's why.
When you can take that he from that question, hey yo dig up approach degree na bio. You be what you got to be truck you online when you be work graduation.
Yeah, that's why I did museum.
And got number 2 lessons in and a dynamics lesson. Doctor, you're testing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yapon. Wapon. Hey. Namusana mute.
Advocacy group yet. You say the chairman strategy bank and what they beba. If you know and when people move out to you, go advocacy groups, watch it out. Mindset way 1882 politics, not the 2028 strategy. And yet it's now. Oh,
Mammy, so.
Yeah, 1982 politics, not first now. JB down Komukuta Omobag, nice, my bag, no, we don't go for fear, you know. And that's the son. My bag, advocacy group for Kadi will resume. They have over 5,000 advocacy groups. It is a wood in our say, and no strategy.
Will be Google groups in
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, you better protect Papa.
Oh, yes.
Mamusa war not Trump ever build between America and Mexico.
Aye.
And you been here building.
Yeah, build a hot one.
Now, wow, baby, to Mexico. Would you want your free far war, no so free Mexico? Never be see a Texas war. You bet see a world leading a you better tone them. Yeah, why you meat.
Sir.
Oh, but damn.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, would you better TV is ready some cause assembly beam. Now, the down cocoa for the no pony dear. No one you know when you baba will say, I church, you want to know you quarter so. Now, What have they done for Ghana?
Oh my God. Yay.
Attorney General. Not training lawyers, Attorney General, Yeni Colondi, and Godfrey Danamu, and Ghana lawyers won't be you free. Oh, my idea, no much, oh, my organ, or Sammy. About Matoka.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Jinsio.
Felix, Mamma, let me come to Sassy Muntieme. Okatechi won't stop him because 2028 we are going to write on the legacies of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nanado on legacy. It is a bit no more Okatechi and in Nanado when you are your form or Bonana Bidia. No, I don't want to tell me send out planning and hope them are 4 times was here.
Hey,
Vicky Zukan and then the Chabamawa. Papa Ben Okatechi Benyadi.
Hey. Yapon, and next week you bet you have 4 p.m. Why, yeah, Mumra. Oh, Yapon, Nanamu. 3 billion.
Tribal big got to work at it. Poor. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no so or you Muslim to no. Nibi crowd when you yam sing. Work at it, nibi. And when you yam sing work at it, Pasia. Inferiority complex in Tino. Also when you're Fantini. Fantini by force, also you're Santini.
Ufraguna.
Who you said a Santima, not to Santimani. Unto what?
The little bit that's it.
Old boy, so 10 times. What they want to certify. So what that people not do attempts are. Boy. So what can tell you? Oh, but I'm what they want it. Nanado, with the 83 years. What to me, not TV and go from domain Nanado. And God will never forgive you for that. Who you was the bad doctor so what do you put to bra? Or catch up to bra? Who be your candy, dear Chama, a child don't push him.
Yate. You know, TikTok for the Yapon, the ATN and then Yapon, the way Jada and then Yapon, Ijana Baba. Oh, man, be crowded said they are. Momunyo, Monye, Adiane Cosona, yeah, Chase, a Johnny Bedumuno. I feel please give her my time. Give her all my time. I'm not talking. Dear, what? 3 billion. 3 billion. And you. And then to just say, no more mufu yeni and to kana mo de ba ya na say dey. Ah!
Jimmy. Doctor, we need a government maker. What you be and go free more like Ghana Kenya. Free La Paz, I go to Ababrano. What you are my father, I make a picture of Ghana. La Paz, Latimota.
No, Opa just say.
Take $3 every excursion. 3 million, 10 billion.
Ah!
me that. When we done for me, Patom, some go to obey you, delegate to Masu, delegate to Shingayo, delegate in Gayo, are they? Jamaica. Me caught my video for continue. Pass any mammy. Master, it's a kind of Sonia cry. Diane, I did you. It's telling you now 1 day, about 2 days, it's a 3 days. I'm sending you up Ghana to Fango to Mama and my doctor. We shall have a couple of century, Paco Century, Marco Fat, and so steady a pound and one of my so what was some time? I didn't make a 2 beer, Jimmy. But no more.
Mate, Medate, Zako de Medate. There be a chamber, my man, Pato, there be a chamber, so me and Cacra. I chamber, my uncle. Oh, mammy, me maybe. Oh, maybe, now, but then, maybe, me Pato Fata Menana, line, yeah, no, why? And, you know, me Pato, and found mammy, so why? Mate, madam. And go for him to do, and go for me to go down. Casa, me uncle.
Maybe I told me the man goes to and then minimum mass so. And in person, because I said, says Cacas here now, but even 2 minutes can get to unbed. So it means I tell you that scan out with your program.
Yeah. Aye. $3 is $3. And I said 3 CD per chef. What do you find say? I did an year for another 14, right? I champion at 14. And omode patron is scan and yet 10 billion. Me patron 14 billion. Inflows aba. Last me the graph nature. I say. Maybe next time I met as a messenger the actually. Inflows aba is 16 billion. As of December. There be 16 billion and almost 14 actually. It is 2 billion pay. It's 2 billion. We don't know which account is sitting in as we speak. And go for there. Me name the person somebody. But when him there one to say Ghana for also say omo ya deal. Somebody come but Ghana for also say omo ya dear pa. Stop with the fancy in your patropa. Not get down with your down for years. But somebody got to me. I didn't tell them for people. No money, I didn't go. And to go and move with. And to go and send me so. I didn't say yes. So I'm working for. And I got for any beer with it. Almost some of them promo brain. Almost a brain 20. That's my dollars, you know. And come with your cry. You won't see your trouble. Oh, you won't see your trouble. The trouble you trouble, no, you trouble, no. I say a good lesson, no. I know I am with the keke. Optics. Prempe College. Prempe Infantipim, Adisadel College. Schools are war. Aye. And I would say the body early for no more crab benches and terraces for no one. Last man so to be a yes. As they say, Saito for no bang. They say Ghana Saito for no more bang. Omo International School and yet. And I'll be say again. A professor can't go and you the time. Yet, Mamma claimed the same thing. That's $1 you. The same thing. India, and no one they know. They say, yeah, painting artists will paint you down. About 10 inside in everything. Sanity. Ghana, you are painting for friends to be a person and Ghana.
It's going inside comment. Then to be part go and to be. Mammy fancy
me that's it. Josie, me foul, but me foul be na a drop of me name why Jina baby why Josie. Uti me a Jina baby. I pick you, me na pick you wa na kate. Me name why. All right. Enti Doctor Perfect. Doctor Perfect. Where Jina Swache? Oh, mommy, ebedu so who's out in line by line, oh, mommy, me patcho, ebedu so I can't be papa company do so me patcho ma why Mr. Wa ma be choose Mr. Patcho. All right, Dr. Perfect, me uncle. Me das me nya. Most of my boy Juma, be for Brian the champion for why are there? When I watch us we a party ba pa. The way ya we here. What faba umi abo mema so te say wo kra na wo ye ne campaign kra te say oh ye ba umi adwuma say within just 1 day you have let everything go and you are working for Baumia and I'm so grateful. Dr. Perfect, I just wanted to say that for the audience to see with such a wonderful person you are as a party member. To us so
in fact in fact yeah. Now you're trying to say, maybe I don't know it. Me, I could your flag bearer. You we are not fair. And Yama NDC 4 years. I think say, minimum say, Oma Cassis pay they can afford so. But I think say the next government of MPP, yeah, the NDC will call a pisa. They are called Bisasa. I be for part so unya ko join party. Depending what you say you double because sometimes you know. You know, Ghana for what you or Ghana near or pay now see or NDC. Now, any analysis or any need some more count to say, we say, and yes, be part of the account to this one. Can we be saying this to the next government about the message of some for NDC call a visa? You call Niger and I said,
Gambia, Nebeko.
I think a bush
Gambia.
Because I have no idea. The girl is here. We are for. But it's not similar car. Ghana, 50 so many years ago, best in there. Coco, ya dear Magana,
Yes.
So your business, yet Coco, you are for this kind of bank or bank say yes, Coco number.
Coco catch a bar.
My neck, what's a baby a coy? The minute can say for the past 4 months in
you.
Coco, you are for Coco,
That's it.
And this are buying with your car. Oh, not I don't wish I see any country NDC for the same.
Yes.
You see, there were bread politics and there were bread the poor mind. Almost I said, Thomas, the Kadisha dollar movie. A economy is saying, yes, I'm saying, there be improve your idea, and you are how better my way. NDC 40 said they are still doing, oh, imagine a son. You can't say, Moon, you won't question in Tino. Omuda so Jay said, someone gonna call for more. And I Ghana for better myself. Ya to the extent I let government to go bread because of $100 issue on we. Sika what come that $1 government like a sapano, OG and Quasia, or Nakasakra air. A departing for the business, dollar buffer, petrol buffer. This was still, yeah, which this was still, yeah, even.
Sorry. YouTube and Facebook after Dr. Perfect submission, you be close to now. One person will think I know about TikTok. Now you why? I see it to me.
People, teacher for now with your muka.
One every target is the bidani target. Perfect, yeah. Target are the Ubu Midiana. Obi friend Dr. Perfect. Be friendly phone. Dr. Sifombra. Sensi Fombra. Daddy Joe. The pacho. Oh, mama, Sister Beatrice, and Casa quick, why now, Uncle Ria and Mama Wabem. Say hi, Junior.
No problem.
All right. Okay, Bacho might be in Pacho. Bacho Casani uncle.
Thank you. Daddy Joe, thank you. God bless you. It's your baby, Brother Ferris.
Yes.
Nankupon Shao.
Shao.
And it's my pa, Uti, and the boy, Unia Bema. Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia. In him son of the Unia Precopeno. Yankopon ma brain your quadra.
Amen. Amen. Mammy Bacho, hold on, Mammy. Mammy Bacho, 1 second. Mammy close idea. Quick. 1 second. 1 second. Hold your thought. YouTube for Facebook for the 3 hours no HM. And you know, send me to me a shot hand down. Me person mobile TikTok, so now mobile support to more TikTok, so now me build a TikTok. So why? Felix Appear political zone. Unyami adoma ochina ebia member. Mamba chana day Friday because I say me boa na omototo ye no honiama ntino momoame na niame ni na enko yi. Unyami adoma na show me. Dale today me I go come your day. Oh there, don't worry, I go call you. Bye. And you know. The tia no medam ni na ase nyame ntena no nkyerɛ mo Tony momra na yentumi nya adwuma mbom onyame adoma Friday bye medam ni na ase bye bye. All right ma bi mpacho